folks, I'm Tommy G. Today I'm in the Lord's country, Eastern Tennessee, Appalachia.
My name is Shaka Hustle, man, and in East Tennessee, we will protect these kids. Yay! What's happening? What?
We come from Southern Appalachia, put a church on every block. If you try to harm our kids, we'll take you down with 30 shots. Cause it's Southern Appalachia, Lord protect us with this block. Cause we will protect these kids, make it count with every shot. It's the way of life we live, and we're strong in all.
Is that your first drink? 12 years old?
Yeah, and I smoked my first when I was 5.
What do you picture when you think of the most redneck place in America? Perhaps you picture rural Alabama or somewhere near the Florida Everglades. What I picture is Eastern Tennessee, located smack dab in Appalachia. This place is country, the Lord's country. Here you're liable to find a gun in damn near every house, and it's not uncommon to still spot a Confederate flag flying. It's a place where gas stations sell an awful lot of chewing tobacco, and the boys in this town drive trucks. In this episode, I meet with local resident rapper Shaka Hustle, man. Here's what this kid sounds like.
Get the stick like I'm bound to make a spear. I knock your ass straight the fuck up out of here. Pussy talking shit cause he think he in the clear. Step through the creek like I'm running from bloodhounds. It's a fun town, you get gunned down. Ways of the world, I'll be sicker than syphilis. The mark of the beast when I reminisce.
In this episode, we shoot guns, get mud on our boots, and meet the local folks. Everything you see is for educational purposes only. Let's giddy up.
What's up, y'all? Shaka Hustle, man. Welcome to East Tennessee. We're gonna show you about how it is, how we live, what it is, and we're gonna tell you the truth about this place. When it comes to Tennessee as a whole, I feel like we're one of the last states that's really sticking to the true American way of life that our founding fathers set it up for us. East Tennessee is one of the few places you'll go where somebody will walk up with their pants sagging and some cowboy boots on and be like, howdy, homeboy. What's up, my homie? And I'm a rapper. Everybody always has this stigma around rappers that they freaking live the party lifestyle and stuff. But really, I just be fixing trucks and cutting grass and painting walls. That's really what it is. But
Is this your baby right here?
Yeah, this right here, it's a 1979 Scottsdale. It says it's a K10, but it's a K20. As you can see, she's a little muddy right now. We got wild over the weekend. Around here, it's either people who take the route of getting on drugs. I mean, there's an in-between, obviously, but people either take the route of getting on drugs or they go out and they have fun with what they got. And around here, we know how to fix stuff. We know how to work on stuff, and we put our trades to fun. Fentanyl epidemic has taken over this area like nothing you've ever seen. But one of my closest family members, she's recently got on fentanyl, and this is somebody that we never ever thought would even dabble in drugs. Done got evicted, it's got her car repoed and stuff, and she's scared she'll die if she quits. But the thing is, I'm scared she'll die if she keeps doing it.
I went to prison in 2015. There was so much dope that almost everybody you knew was selling dope or on dope.
And it's dope, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then whenever I came home, it was such an epidemic. I came home in 2019, I got on it. My baby mother, her sister, just died from fentanyl. Her dad, come to find out, was the one that had gave it to her. He had bought it from somebody and gave it to her, and she passed. He got charged with second-degree murder. The dealer and his girl got charged with second-degree murder, but the one dealer was coaching a youth football team.
Jeez.
And they knew that he was selling fentanyl.
My stepbrother, I ain't seen him in 10 years, and I caught up with him at the corner store. We ran into each other and caught up. Next day, he was dead because he took a pill and it killed him. Had to do a quick little pull.
That's got some zip to it, huh?
Yeah, she does. The town we're in, Elizabethton, is a really old town. A big news channel one time said that this was the best area to move to, and everybody was pissed about that because now you got a lot of people from Florida, California, move here trying to get away from, I guess, city life.
Through the creek like I'm running from bloodhounds.
Next, we were invited to the top of the hill, to the Diesel Dicks headquarters, for a rip-roaring shindig.
Hey, we are 11 minutes out.
It's lit up here right now.
We're excited, man. We're really excited.
I'll come down to the bottom of the driveway in about 5 minutes.
All right, thank you, man.
Y'all better tighten up. We're going uphill this time. Let's go.
All right, just follow me. We're almost there. You ready?
Oh, I saw goats over there. Oh, jeez. Where are we right now?
Right now, we're in Stony Creek.
And it's safe to say that that's in Appalachia.
Yeah, we're in the bottom part of Appalachia.
I don't know if you're affiliated with a gang, but we're with the Diesel Dicks.
Yeah, we're with the Diesel Dick gang right now. I know you see the truck on the back, that truck sitting over yonder. But yeah, that's what we do. We spin tires, we break shit, we fix it, and we can turn up.
I like the belt buckle. That's some high fashion right there.
Hey, listen, bro. Some old man made that shit for me.
My wife would love me if I dressed like that.
Hey, you better lock her up if I'm around here.
If I had an Appalachian stereotype, one would be that people can fix just about anything.
Oh, yeah.
And two is that they like to tinker. Like they got a bunch of cars, they got a bunch of stuff. Is that an accurate stereotype?
Absolutely, yeah, that's the name of the game. It's what I enjoy doing. Even if I had $1 million, I'd still be out here tinkering with my toys and stuff.
Do you guys feel represented by our current government right now?
I feel like there's only one politician that I feel like I can trust, and that's the man that tells it straight, and y'all already know who that is.
Hillary Clinton?
No, we're talking about Trump.
We're talking about goddamn Hillary Clinton. Shut the hell up.
I support Trump because he's the only person that I feel like has brought the whole American movement forward. So, you know, the whole MAGA movement shit. But dude, any politicians in general, it's just like, we don't know them people.
What does success mean to you?
Wake up, do what you want every day.
The life we're living.
Yeah.
Is there any lingo I should be learning if I'm trying to blend in a little bit more?
You gotta say y'all all the time.
Y'all?
Yeah,
Yonder, you gotta say out yonder in the holler.
How far is yonder?
right here, over there. And if you hear somebody around here say, yesterday, you know, this happened the other day or whatever, that could be any time from now and 6 months ago, you know, that don't mean
Dude,
shit.
the funniest thing around here when somebody in the holler or something gives you directions, they're never using street names and shit, they're using landmarks.
Go north as far as the hill, then take a right?
Yeah. John Boy's truck right here is locally famous. John Boy, tell him about your truck.
Show 'em, I guess.
Are you making a barbecue in here, or what is all this?
Ay, working with the stick like I'm bound to make a spear. Your ass straight the fuck up out of here. Pussy talking shit cause he think he in the clear.
I gotta drive that home. You supposed to tell us about it.
Oh, you ever burned up?
I've never burned out in my life.
Get in.
Can the car blow up if I do this?
I mean, it ain't gonna like hurt nobody. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
We only got one tire left.
Wait, we only have one tire on this truck?
Well, I mean, it's got two, but the one's popped. All right, right here's good. Give it quite a bit of brake and start easing in the throttle.
We're gonna blow up.
It's all right.
Oh my.
It's gonna pop. Keep going. Hold it to the floor. I'm gonna give it a second. Oh my God, this is serious.
Did I just explode a tire?
You sure did. You wanna get out, look?
Holy fucking shit.
Oh my God.
You're a
rubber.
redneck now. He just broke something. We gotta have a moment of silence. I mean, we's all riled up, but
Let's see what you got.
I'ma walk me 100 miles, I'ma do the dirt and I'ma handle work every day. I don't slow down. Here we go now, then relocate a hoe straight to a face. I'm serious. Come around like you curious. I'ma put my little bitch in the years. I'ma settle my family tears and still before mine, I'ma settle all yours. I'm cut from a different cloth, I can fly like a mountain. Y'all, this is off the block.
you wanna drink?
I'll take a little sippity
Oh no! Tommy G! Yeah!
I'm drunker than but I'll tell you what, fuck them is the important lesson, because listen, dude, people are gonna with your ass, and if you just say fuck them, it ain't gonna bother you, man. Hey, listen, I was 12 years old and I threw up on Maple because my daddy said, "You think you're a goddamn man? Go ahead, go ahead."
Was that your first drink? 12 years old?
Yeah, and I smoked my first blunt when I was 5.
When people think a rapper in their head, you're not the first image that they stereotype. Do you think you can change that? And do you think the game is missing some new flavor?
Rap is so broad. Anybody who can talk can rap. There's a stereotype around us
I got you on the next one. One more.
that we're a bunch of, there's a stereotype around us that we're a bunch of dumb hillbillies, but anybody can come up here tonight and have fun. We got a goddamn carrot!
That's what I'm saying. Very good.
That's how you earn respect a lot of times up here.
What percentage of people have guns in their house?
There's a gun above every door in my house.
It'd be easier to talk about the percentage of people that ain't got a gun in their house.
What the f if somebody was to break in, what the you gonna do? If you throw him down, he gonna get back up and shoot your ass.
And when you got kids, it makes a different thing. Once you have a kid, you gotta keep a gun.
You call the goddamn police, they gonna be there in 10 to 20 minutes. You got a goddamn 12 gauge, that motherfucker gonna be there right now.
What's that tattoo on your knuckles mean?
Right, this RSEC, raise hell and eat cornbread, dude. I got the state of Tennessee. I got this shit done in a kitchen, bro. Yeah, this was done in the kitchen. This shit was done in a fucking trailer run by a generator.
The stereotypes from outside of this state ain't right. People take up for each other no matter what skin color, no matter where you're from.
What do you think the stereotypes are?
People act like a lot of mountaintop hick people and stuff in our area are incest, drug addicted, racist. Yeah, racist.
I got a kid with a black girl.
Yeah, my mom's black, dude, believe it or not. Like, there ain't nothing to it. Skin color ain't nothing different than your hair color, bro. Genetics is genetics. We're all human beings. There's shitty human beings and good human beings in every race, hair color, state, no matter what it is, bro. Trying to split this nation up. When the people come together and unify, that's when the government gets scared of us, dude. Look at 1776.
Woohoo! Yeah. All right, folks. It's time to go to sleep. We'll see you in the morning. I think we're about to hang out with what they call the Tennessee Taliban. I don't know, I have to ask them. But we're gonna make sure our ears are protected. We're gonna get some earplugs and some watermelon, some fruits that we can shoot. Let's get it.
Bitch, hot. Smoke some. I'm bringing the shit for real. I'm fucking it up, cause that's how I feel.
I hear Tennessee is one of the best states for gun law rights.
I'm originally from Southern California, so
Okay.
moving here, it's definitely a breath of fresh air.
What is the gun culture like here?
You know, the Second Amendment is very like open and not restricted. Coming from a pretty rough area in Southern California, it's definitely a blessing that I can carry and don't have to jump through hoops and steps like that.
Do you think it's something that Americans should protect and fight for?
100%, 1000%.
We got our earplugs, we got our butt plugs, we're ready to shoot.
I was a country boy, now I'm a country king.
Tennessee has some of the most pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment gun laws in the United States, so we decided to get educated and learn more about the gun culture here.
Now run a whole 100 bands up quick as a bitch.
What are the gun laws like in Tennessee?
They're easy. It's called constitutional carry. As a Tennessee resident, you have the right with a driver's license to conceal or open carry any weapon within the state.
And that goes from pistol to shotgun to AR
Anything.
to... How do you prove that I'm not crazy, that you're not putting...
You have to pass a background check. You answer all these questions on this form. If you do not answer truthfully, it's a felony. And then from this, I run your background. And it goes through 5 different divisions.
Are you a fugitive from justice? I'm not, but you are, right?
Yeah.
Just like anything, like 99% of people that buy guns are gonna be good gun-holding people, but then there's the crazies, the Columbines. How do you stop that from happening?
Well, you can't really stop it from happening if somebody's going to come in and lie about it, but we pretty much have a good idea. We have the right to refuse anybody to buy a gun. We just had somebody that signed up to take a class with us. We didn't feel comfortable with the individual, and we gave her her money back and won't even let her take the class.
They were twitching a little too much. I went to a gun safety class recently. I got my concealed carry, but I'm scared to buy one because I sleepwalk sometimes and I don't want to wake up and accidentally take out my family. But I kind of do want a pistol. I live in Milwaukee where it's a little... But I have dreams sometimes where like someone's in my house and I'm running to go get them. I don't want to accidentally wake up and in the middle of, you know what I mean?
No.
No?
We probably refuse to sell you a gun.
Okay.
We left this gun store and met up with Shaka and his friends to shoot completely legal guns. Thank you, YouTube.
So what do we got on the table here?
This is a Palmetto State dagger. These are my carry guns right here. These are also Glocks. But this right here is a Glock 19. This is my home defense because it's got the laser and the flashlight. This was actually given to me by somebody who was murdered literally a week after they gave this to me.
How young were you when you shot your first gun?
Probably like 5 or 6. Maybe 4. I was shooting an AK-47 when I was, before I could even ride a bicycle.
What does the right to bear arms mean to you?
It's an infringible right given to us by the Constitution, so it explains it in itself. Now I can understand people's fears about training and everything else. You can go out and get proper training, it's not expensive. There's plenty of people around that know what they're doing. They can teach everybody.
Maybe we drink a little bit before we start shooting. Have you guys got some Bud Lights we could drink?
Ah, get the f out of here.
Firearms and alcohol in Denver mixed.
Do you feel like Bud Light goofed up big time with some of their recent advertising?
Hell yeah. I mean, I ain't never been in a bar and seen a freaking transgender man sipping beer, drinking beer, you know what I mean? When I was in 4th grade, they took us on a field trip to a place called Camp Explorer, and we'd shoot bows and guns when we were in 4th grade with our teachers, dude, shooting guns. Who's gonna shoot first? I got this ready. Right here. You ready to go?
I was a country boy, now I'm a country king. This year I'm serving fans, last year I was serving fiends. Now I'm living dreams, bitch get out of my way. I ain't trying to see no mic unless I'm getting paid.
There it is.
Country king,
Do you feel like this part of the country has been forgotten about a little bit, or is underrepresented?
I would agree. In all fairness, I feel like the state of Franklin would have been a cool idea if that ever stayed into history. I think
The state of Franklin?
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin.
They about in the 1800s, so they tried to establish the state of Franklin instead of the state of Tennessee, and it basically just incorporated the entire Appalachian mountain chain as one state. So I think that would be interesting. I mean, Tennessee's an okay state. We've got a decent state government. It's been all right. Could be do better.
Do you feel like you're represented under the Biden administration?
Well, no, not really. I mean, food prices, gas prices, unemployment, the debacle that is the southern border, the things they're doing in our educational system to our children, none of it's good. I've had some personal experiences in some of that. I went down to the southern border. I was on a border task force. I'll just leave it at that. Went down there and partnered with Texas, CPS and National Guard and did some work, and I saw your video on it. It's a disaster down there. You know as well as I do. We captured 2,300 people in 19 days and 4-mile stretch of border, and I would say about 85% was military-age males. And out of that 2,300, after their process, 750-ish were already convicted pedophiles, rapists, child molesters inside the United States.
Because Trump said a controversial statement that they're not sending us their best, they're sending us their criminals, their rapists. But from 1/3 of the people you got, you'd say are on that category.
1/3 just via paperwork. Not everybody. There was good folks down there. I really didn't see that many women and children. I saw a couple groups, at least the shift I worked from 05 till noon, about lunchtime. But it's all military-age males.
Are you proud to be an American?
Of course.
And do you feel like we're losing that in this country?
Sadly, yeah. There's still a good core of people that are happy to be here, happy to be left alone. That's the big thing. Everybody just wants to be left alone.
People just want to be left alone and allowed to have guns down their jeans, huh? Akimbo! This is my message to Joe Biden. You come try here, come to my property, man.
That lady in a small town. Joe Biden. Yeah!
In these videos, I love meeting absolute characters. This next scene, we get to go to Kurt Dog's house, and this guy is an Appalachian legend.
We're in Kingsport, Tennessee. Beautiful slice of paradise in Northeast Tennessee. This is no place like home. I've been a lot of places, and you know how birds and stuff navigate through magnetism of the earth? Well, my magnetism feels right here.
So I hear you're somewhat of a genius. By day, what do you do? What's your profession?
Right now, I actually work for the U.S. Army, making explosives at the Holston Defense.
You must be damn good if they let you in with all your tattoos.
Well, you know, with a degree and a great work history, the possibilities are endless. That's the big house where me and the wife live. And the kids. You see a lot of overgrown trucks and weeds around here. This is a Jeep that I was just given. We're gonna basically turn it into
Was that a birthday gift or a Christmas gift?
Just a random, like I need it out of my area. It's got a good motor.
What goes down in here?
That's just the farmhouse. When we have little shindigs like we do today, people go in there. We got couches, sit, lounge, hang out.
This is honestly the dream, is to have a lot of land, peace and quiet. This is a place that the crickets chirp at night, the stars come out.
This is the result of deciding to make a lot of good choices along the way. Probably a little later than most. About 27, I got my head out of my rear and worked, went back to college, got my degree. What up, Caleb?
It seems like in these parts, having a gun on you is like having underwear on you.
Everywhere I go when I'm not going to work.
Do you feel like this part of the country is overlooked or underrepresented?
Underrepresented in a positive light. I feel like a lot of the focus is on the negative because there's not a whole lot here going on except for, you know, got Music City over in Nashville and all that. You know, this small area, you just assume that it's a bunch of dumb rednecks.
I've never been mudded properly before in my life.
Properly?
So, yeah.
You'll probably get it done today.
Oh yeah, definitely here today. Guys, as we're waiting to heat things up, I should let you know about this. I'm creating the largest gang in in America. Big dogs gotta eat. If you want to join the gang, buy a shirt, TommyGMcGee.com. I have you covered.
Here's another thing about this area. We are superbly globally relevant, as in Eastman makes products that are used all over the world. All the plastics, all the bottles and stuff like that, they make the polymers that they use to do that. They had a big contract with Coca-Cola for years, and Kodak.
There's a lot of people out there that make America run, and we're trying to forget about them a little bit.
They don't think about the boots on the ground kind of people, you know?
Boots on the ground, that's one of the slogans of the channel.
I was getting into Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge, that is where they refined the uranium for Fat Man and Little Boy. The bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh, that was
made in this area, like Oak Ridge. They built an entire city that was, nobody came in or out, but they did the thing there. They made the explosive ordnance that went into that.
Yeah. Who wants to show the city boy like me how it's done?
Hop in the truck. Hop in the truck. I might need to do a little carb tuning.
Bitch, I'ma bounce back. I got a chef full of tools and a whole lot of parts in the frame and it's out back. I'ma build me a truck and no doubt that. Really building shit up on the scene. Bald head, look like Mr. Clean. Rolling super swappers, I'm the king. Rolling, we ain't off a beam.
I've seen some Confederate symbology around here.
Yeah.
It means something different to people. What does it mean to people?
Going all the way back to then, the North kind of controls everything, and South wanted to run their own thing. This slavery thing is terrible, awful. Should have been thrown away a long time ago, but this area shouldn't be governed by them as harshly, because they profit while we make the stuff,
Looks like you went hog hunting recently, huh? That's bull. No, I'm talking about hog hunting.
He's actually right.
All right, folks, we went on quite a journey, and the music that you've heard throughout this video is all this guy right here. A couple guys back here too, but the link is in the description. Blow this guy up. Comment, big dogs gotta eat. Thank you for the hospitality.
Man.
Any final thoughts you got?
Man, I just appreciate you coming out here and showing love to our people, man. We got good people, and you're good people too, so it's good to get y'all out here and turn up, do a little yee shit. Yee!
Guys, the world is a beautiful place. The media is gonna try and tell you it's not, but you can go anywhere to anyone. There's good people. They're trying to breed separation, but when you travel the country, you travel the world, people are friendly, people are wonderful, people are kind, and I experienced that here in East Tennessee and Appalachia. Love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
Y'all have a good one.
In southwest Memphis, where police say 2 people have been shot and killed. It's been a violent 5 days in Shelby County, as we've sadly told you about at least 8 homicides happening since Saturday.
3 people were shot in the parking lot of a strip mall off Mill Branch in Whitehaven.
September 2nd, police say Bonds lured the White Station graduate using a social media app by pretending to be a girl. Once he was there, investigators say Bonds robbed and murdered the former Spartans lineman.
What are we doing? This should shake our entire community to its core.
You know how to fight? You want to fight one of them? You think you can?
I don't want to hurt anybody.
You want to hit that water?
We're in a danger hood in Memphis right now.
The most dangerous?
Yeah.
Every year we take the treacherous journey to document the most dangerous city in America. This year, Memphis, Tennessee holds the title as the most unsafe place in the country. It's a place where some people act like they are Grand Theft Auto characters, and perhaps no story better highlights the violence of Memphis than that of Ezekiel Kelly, the 17-year-old kid who went live on Facebook and proceeded to record himself on a shooting rampage.
Reign of terror started at 12:33 a.m. on September 7, 2022. Police say Kelly shot and killed 62-year-old Richard Clark. 1 minute later, Kelly is accused of shooting 44-year-old Lakeisha McGlathan while her father changed a flat tire. 1 hour and 40 minutes later, at 5:50 p.m., police say Kelly was live on Facebook as he shot Rudy Berger. The district attorney's office has Kelly's own mother call police to alert them of the alarming live stream.
According to some estimates, your chance of being a victim of violent crime in Memphis is 1 in 41, which to me sounds insanely high. And if you look at the numbers, ever since the events of COVID and George Floyd, Memphis has essentially gone crazy, doubling the murder rate if you compare the era of the 2010s to the 2020s. Today, we take you through the wild streets of Memphis so you can see for yourself what it's like in America's murder capital. This is a real and raw look at the city of Memphis. Let's get to it. What is it like being a funeral director in the most dangerous city in America?
It's very difficult and challenging. We see death every day. To see tragic death the way that Memphians are seeing death daily is really difficult.
Memphis has a really encompassing camera system. Everywhere you go, you see these blue cameras. We're gonna have to ask Jizzel about these, what he knows about them. We just saw on Reddit that one of the fast cash guys was killed. I don't know how many people are in the squad, if they even know each other, and what that guy was even doing to get killed. But it's definitely concerning. Jizzel, that's us in the Chevy. You see us?
I'm gonna come out there. Hey, Huncho.
We just... What? Yeah, what's up? You want me to pull up? Why does it feel like every car is about to kill us?
I don't know. Did you see him with a drum with a switch?
This guy?
Yeah.
Is he pointing with this gun where to go? Yeah. I'm not pulling into that f***ing house. I'm not pulling into that f***ing house. This is good. What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm Tommy.
Jizzel.
Nice to meet you.
No, what's good?
We were here to meet Fast Cash Jizzel. He's a talented gangster rapper that sounds like this.
If you run this switch, gon' trip you up. That's what got Ricky killed.
He was really nice the few times I spoke to him on the phone, but today, something felt off. Tension and aggression were in the air. There were rumors floating around the city that fatal violence had happened only a couple hours earlier, so perhaps this crew had their guard up. Here's how the conversation went with Jizzel and the Fast Cash boys.
You got a bag in, on?
Rock too high.
Hey, Cho. You ain't got you. What you
going in? I don't like that. I like having a getaway plan.
Come on, go bring your car. Go bring your car. Come on.
I like having a getaway plan. I don't like being blocked in.
You good, bro. You good, bro.
Can I back in without getting blocked in? Okay.
Big dog gotta eat.
Big dog's gotta eat.
Yep.
What's your name, man?
Pete.
Pete. Keegan. Good to meet you.
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Memphis seems like a treacherous place.
Yeah, you know, it got its parts, just like everywhere else. This shit, it don't matter where you go, it's always gonna have the bad.
So I got a question. This is more of a personal question, but how often do you guys talk to your mom?
Every day.
You see her in person or call her?
In person and call her.
How important is your mom to you?
Shit, that's super important. She made me, goddamn. But still, it don't matter how busy you gotta check in with your people. You the ones who really love you.
If I were to say, like, the 13, 14, 15-year-old kids are the most reckless.
Reckless. I don't know about reckless. They just misunderstood. I wouldn't say reckless. They just misunderstood.
Good to see you. You a Marine?
I am, yeah.
What made you join?
You know, trying to do something, trying to make something out of myself, plain and simple. You know, because I finished high school in Port Arthur, Texas. Got kicked out of high school, taken to jail in 10th grade. That was in Port Arthur, Texas.
So you are the district attorney.
Yes.
In the most dangerous city in America. What is that like?
It is definitely challenging, but I will say this, there is some bright news on the horizon because starting in the last quarter of 2023, crime has started to come down. Still unacceptably high, but at least the trend lines are in the right direction.
They'll rap about, like, I was terrorized in the city. And they're like, it's not a shameful statement, it's like almost a proud statement.
I've never seen a child come into this world that wasn't acting like a child, like a baby. But I've never seen one come into this world that wanted to be a shooter. But somewhere in that space between that baby entering this world and coming into their teenage years or later, the norm, what is normal, shifted.
Yes.
Their norm shifted. That's what happened with me.
A lot of them talk about it's the parents. right? And they will say, you know, we need to do a better job of parenting, you know, and they say we need to teach our kids personal responsibility and personal ethics, and that's a big part of it.
So one trend is that people seem to not want to knuckle up anymore.
We use our hand, man. We like to use our hand.
I think that's a better way to do it.
We good with our hand. Yeah. You know how to fight? You want to fight one of them? You think you can?
I don't want to hurt anyone.
You want to hit that water?
I've done a cage fight before.
Hit that water, man. Go hit that water. Go on. You want to get in there?
The wall always wins.
The water. You finna hit that water.
He said he hit the cage.
I'm just
From an outsider, like if I tell somebody I'm going to Memphis, they feel like I'm just gonna automatically die.
Damn.
I'm not kidding you. But do you guys feel like it's risky? Like do you feel like you have to roll around a certain way?
We were born here, so this shit just feel like waking up, putting our pants on. You straight, you stamp. It murder ain't God, man. This how we get down in the murder 8 in Memphis. Man, you know what's going on, man.
They call us the murder 8.
Tap in. I'm the murder 8 God. You're murder 8 boy, man. You know what's going on. Motion, no commotion, man. Motion boys.
What the fuck, dude? How many dudes are in that house?
Dude, there were like 40 dudes there.
Yeah, our first taste in Memphis is kind of what I expected. There's a lot of people, I guess I can't say too much, but a lot of people doing sketchy things in the background. I wasn't sure what Jizzel and his crew were going through that night, but I have to say it was a bit stressful at the house. Every car that passed felt like a drive-by shooting was about to happen. But I was only there very briefly. The people that live there every single day, the reality is they have a lot of stress on their shoulders, and it's no surprise that Memphis is ranked as one of the most stressful places in the country. How do you walk the line between not contributing towards mass incarceration, but then also getting certified threats off the street?
Nationally, and in Tennessee, and in Shelby County, for the last several decades, we had gone on a mass incarceration binge. What I want to do is refocus on the violent crime and the repeat offenders, but we've got to temper it. We've got to do both stick and carrot, right? So on the carrot side, another initiative that we started that I'm really excited about is something we're calling meaningful supervision. We are folding in rehabilitative interventions into our plea deals. Someone may get probation, but it's not going to be just probation. It's going to be get your GED, or substance abuse counseling, or mental health treatment if that's indicated, or at least job training, job placement, maintain gainful employment for a certain period of time, that kind of thing. And the quicker they do those things, the more open we will be to a motion to reduce their level of supervision or to end their probation.
All right, folks, day 2 in Memphis. We have the proper lunch here, the glizzies. Keegan already had one.
Yeah.
How is it?
It was pretty good.
Yes, last night was sketchy, but we're excited for some new opportunity here. We're showing up to a guy named Big Scat, who has movement in the area. Apparently he brings a lot of people out when he shoots his music videos, which is what we're gonna go see. He said, pull up, let's eat, and let's go. What can you tell us about Memphis?
In this area, it's real friendly, you know.
Southern hospitality?
Yep, Southern hospitality.
Some queens are in the area, I can tell.
Period.
Some people say this is the most dangerous city in America.
No, it's what you make of it in what area.
But you still have to be careful. Any
regardless.
area, wherever area you have to be careful.
Any other final thoughts?
No, just
be safe. Man, they cool people. You know what I'm saying? Shows a lot of love.
Now I can honestly say I love the Tennessee Southern hospitality. People here, for the most part, have been very nice, welcoming us in, and it's like a nice, charming feel Tennessee has. So I like it. Let's head to the block and meet Big Scat. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Tommy.
What's going on? I'm scared.
Nice to meet you. What do we got going on today?
I'm finna shoot a video too though. I had a cameraman pulling up. While you doing it, we gonna shoot a video too at the same time.
That'd be good. Can we say where we're at right now?
Yeah, we in South Memphis right here.
Okay, is it just me, or when random cars start speeding by, do you guys get a little bit of spidey senses, like what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. You got to. You know, you on the danger hood in Memphis right now.
The most dangerous?
Yeah, the most dangerous hood.
It just look good in there. They remodeling. You see that? They look nice.
So is that Section 8 right there?
It look like that though.
This abandoned like we used to get our haircut out here when we was a kid.
Why do they call you Big Scat?
Drifting scat packs and shit.
He a driver.
This what nigga used to get that haircut at. We ain't gonna be in this thing, motherfucker.
You be in here all day. You
like
be at 12.
Like we'll be in this motherfucker out here. 3 to 12. He got 20 motherfuckers and there's one barber cutting hair.
How long ago was that?
They probably like, I say like 3 years ago. You know, I just got out, just did 3 years.
Good to meet you.
That one of the hardest video niggas in the motherfucking city, man.
One of the main ones, FTY. Anything regarding the city, you just saw my shit. FTY, man, the biggest.
You did Shot of Flow.
Shot of Flow 1, 2, 3, Bird Boy, Free Young Boy. I did all those.
Whoa, is that Baked Bizzle?
Yeah, that's fake right there.
I knew it. What's up, Baked Bizzle? Baked Bizzle. Let's get a zoom in on this. That is some hardware you don't find at the store.
The baguettes in the gym, you know how we probably.
I heard on Sunday they had church in this joint. I heard this joint we come hoop it. We be chilling up in this joint. I heard. So I was in the feds.
You were in prison for 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. I was in the feds. I just got out though. Can't even go out of town right now until I got to do a show or a feature or something. No, Pooh Shiesty, man, my blood cousin. Man, waiting on to walk out the door.
Pooh Shiesty is your blood cousin?
Yeah, that's my blood cousin.
Okay. How long is he going away for?
Yeah, he had a little sin. He finna come out next year. It's over with though.
So you see guys in the game, let's just say Dirk as an example, guys that have made it wildly successful in rap but still can't get out of the street, they still have those ties that can put them away. What do you think about that?
Yeah, shit, that was hard. See, I see what's up with Lil Dirk, you hear me? His friend wearing a wire. This crazy shit you do, you gotta watch these niggas though.
With so much snitching happening in the rap world right now, I wanted to learn more about confidential informants and the incentives they have to snitch. So I spoke to Brian Owens, a guy who Memphis PD tried to turn into an informant, but he stood on business. Here's what he had to say.
What do you think about the practice of turning people into confidential informants?
Oh, I hate it. So to become a confidential informant, you either get arrested and they get a charge, they get a minor charge. So my confidential informant got caught with a needle, and then she flipped on me and made me look like a dope dealer. And that's how she had to get at least 3 people like me for her charges to get thrown out. The other way is here in Memphis, you sit there and you watch people and you actually get paid out. So the way you get paid out is every time the place gets raided, there's so much drugs that are found, right? So you get a cut, a percentage of whatever the drugs are worth. If there's vehicles that are confiscated, you get a percentage of that vehicles. Guns that are confiscated, you get a percentage of that. But what you really get paid out is if they find cash. That's where your highest percentage of payout is. People are trying to survive however they can survive. And surviving means not doing jail time, like I understand, I get it.
What's the advantage of being a confidential informant? How much time is typically reduced from their sentence?
The cases are thrown out.
So it is a get out of jail free card.
It's a get out of jail free card.
You know they call me Big Scat, man. We still spin our block. Shit don't stop. Call the Brad got shot. Brrr. No, them sweets go fast. You gotta say it for me.
The brrr. I can't make a switch noise. I haven't really practiced.
You gotta say. Yeah, you see how fast it is?
That's fast.
Yeah, how fast you get hit up.
Is that free nuke?
Yeah, man, free nuke, man. Free nuke Bizzle, man.
Like nuke as a nuclear bomb?
Yeah, and like nuke, yeah.
Like he's gonna nuke your spot?
Yeah, he gonna nuke your shit. I'm gonna nuke your shit too about it.
Freedom members, the fans,
trade.
Shit, you just gotta watch out for them boys. You know, they hot, they already, I don't know, I don't know what type of shit the police be on around this time. I told you in the dining room in the city right now.
Have you heard about the Scorpion unit?
Yeah, I heard about them.
They're no longer in business?
I don't think so.
They cancel them.
The Scorpion unit. Them the boy that supposed to beat somebody up or something?
Yeah, they beat the hell out of somebody. Actually killed the guy.
Tell me about the Scorpion unit and the disbanding thereof of it.
So the Scorpion unit was one of these, specialized units that was going to be doing roving patrols in certain neighborhoods and was, encouraged to be very, very aggressive. And there have been instances around the country where these specialized units have led to abuses. When I got hit with the Tyree Nichols case just a few months after I took office, we looked into it, and the Memphis Police Department looked into it, and there were abuses.
Memphis PD's Scorpion unit was touted as a group of elite police that was initially celebrated for their aggressive approach to crime. However, stories of abuse of power and heavy-handed behavior started piling up, and the final straw for them was the Tyree Nichols case. What started as a traffic stop ended with Nichols suffering a brutal beating in which, while crying out for his mom, 5 officers from the Scorpion unit literally beat him to death. This horrific case put an end to the Scorpion unit.
No, that's the camera.
He told
told me to just jump out and get the blue crush truck. They
Me
spot
too.
getting hit right now.
Yeah. Someone's getting raided right now, I guess.
You the film?
We're news.
Shooting a music video and something like that?
No, we're news.
What then?
We're news.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
A permit though?
Yeah.
Brother, come on. He said we need a permit to be out here. What do you need a permit to breathe air to be alive too, dude? What the fuck is that? He just says we need a permit to live out here. Okay, okay. Alrighty then.
We shooting a video for scat. We shooting it for scat. Y'all asleep.
Why are people so aggressive in Memphis, dude?
I don't know, these folk crazy as hell, but they ass sleep.
The police were aggressive, the citizens were aggressive. Everyone's a little uptight, huh?
I'm from here, and I just had to get rowdy with them. It's just...
What do you encounter on a daily basis to stay safe here?
To stay safe, or what do I encounter as far as how dangerous the city is? Because it's never really safe. I mean, like, an example, like just a month ago, I was at a video shoot and a shootout occurred.
Nothing lasts forever, now my heart is bleeding.
And I still gotta get out and make my money because it's your way of life. Shit, this is how you make your money. You just gotta try to move cautious. I was moving with security anyway. I moved with security, but I mean, what good does it do if they hit the corner real fast, brr, 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 switches and shit. So it's like, you on the battlefield when you come outside. When you step out the door in Memphis, you on the battlefield. How much more you gotta see? You just saw that between me, the artists, me, the people just out here, the police. It's just chaos.
It is chaos.
Everybody crazy. I know y'all still trying to program everything that's going on because it's a lot, but...
How treacherous of an area is this right now?
Like, we need to get going type
Okay.
shit. Like, right now.
Even with the police that close? How is it as a woman in Memphis?
You have women out here that act like men. I mean, they carry, well, some of them carry switches like the men. Some of them just tote, guns for protection. Like me, I just tote for protection.
People think, oh, if the city's really dangerous, that violence just happens to you. And when you're in places like this, random violence is increased, but overall, it's the guys like this that are choosing to be in the streets that are gonna be the victims of it. It's not just some random grandma. That's a very rare case to be an innocent bystander of this violence. But even being with these guys, like they'll tell you like, nah, you're safe, you're with us. No, that actually is more dangerous because you're the one with enemies in the city, not me. And so being around you is actually, we become an unattended target. So I guess we're at some sort of barber shop right here. What's up, brother? You ever do a mullet before?
Nah.
Dude, if I grow this out long enough, I bet you could give me a good mullet.
A mullet?
A mullet.
Oh, the one in the back, like a shad. Yeah, I can do a shad. Yeah.
Sir. Please come here for a second. What's your haircut called?
A shad. We call it motherfucking Gucci in Memphis, you hear me?
Can you tell us where we are right now?
We're in South Memphis.
What's it known for?
What we known for is getting a whole lot of money.
Okay, how is it being a mom raising kids in Memphis?
It could be hard. Depending on what, like the, the area and who your kids surround themselves around.
Okay, so how old are your kids?
My son 15 and my daughter 8.
Okay, so your son's starting to enter that zone of one route or another.
Yeah.
How do you encounter that as a parent?
Well, I've been talking. Well, at first, I was getting on. I try to talk to him more, so he can be open with me more, so he won't run to the streets to look for it. Be at home with it, because it can get wild.
We have to ask ourselves why Memphis has become so dangerous. Here are a few of the top theories. First, Memphis ranks number 2 in the nation for poverty, and it usually follows that poverty and violence go hand in hand. Next, law enforcement has gotten weaker here. In 2011, Memphis PD had nearly 2,500 officers report for duty, while in 2022, they had just about 1,900. Recruiting struggles is a troubling trend that is reflected across the country in what some are calling the George Floyd effect. And finally, 63% of Memphis households are single-parent homes. The numbers show that a boy growing up in a single-parent household is many times more likely to engage in criminal behavior and go to prison. All of these factors make a perfect storm for a dangerous and violent city.
Well, it seems like right now, culturally, for a young man in an area like this, like everything is glorified. To do all that crazy shit is glorified.
It really is, but that's why I'm trying to get, somewhere better.
Some of that has to be done outside the criminal justice system, right? We can't really fix all of that. So, well, to give you an example, we're working with the school system to address chronic truancy. Chronic absenteeism is a real problem. And if the kids aren't in school, they're going to get into trouble. And so we do these monthly call-ins where we call in the parents and the kids of the real chronic absentee cases. And, we kind of use a carrot and stick approach. In the extreme cases, the parents can be prosecuted.
What emphasis do you place on family structure for some of the outcomes we're seeing today?
Family structure is vitally important. I would love, in the dream world, for everyone to have an opportunity at a two-parent household, right? Or just two-parent involvement.
So what is it? We have that sweet, cuddly baby that you just want to hold and nourish. And then a few years later, 14, 15 years later, they're on the street with a gun, skipping school, wearing shiesty masks and causing havoc in their community. What happened? What is going on with these kids?
Well, somebody stopped holding and cuddling them. And they were left unprotected, right? And think about it, right? Knowledge exploration, you get it from other fellow gang members who also have been through the ACEs, through the traumas of adverse childhood experiences. And nobody has intervened and cut off the root of those seeds.
How do you feel just as a person being alive right now?
And I feel great being alive. I've been through so much, you know what I mean? When I just got out of jail, I changed the whole lot. Before I went to jail, I was really a beast. I was terrorizing a lot of, But now, I'm calm down, I'm on the murder shit, trying to get rid of take care of my family, my homeboy.
So you were on demon time before?
Yeah, I was on demon time for sure.
What was that like?
That was rough, I ain't never got, we were doing all the punishing,
It feels like it would feel shitty being on demon time. Like you wouldn't feel that good as a person. Like your heart wouldn't feel that good.
It feel good to me. Like I tried the whole lot. This time when I just got out of jail, trying to get rich, get rich, take care of my homeboy and my family. So
how often do you have to keep in touch with the PO?
She like once a month. Like once a month. Every second week of the every month.
Is there any habits you've changed or life schedule you've changed since you've got out on parole?
Yeah, since I got out, I've been focused on strictly music.
So in Memphis, I feel a little bit of an aggressive vibe, and I kind of feel that a little bit from you. Like you have kind of an aggressive vibe to you. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I be having kind of aggressive. Yeah, I be dupe. I get mad real fast. So,
do you feel like you need to be aggressive just to survive in the streets here?
Yeah, around here, you just gotta be how you be around here. They dangerous around here.
How often do you talk to your mom?
I live with my mom. I talk to her every day. She just called me, talking about the police hot over there. Don't go over there right now.
Do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yeah, they're my first lady. I love her a lot.
I got something for you. So I know you just got out, so I brought a little gift for you, okay?
Yeah.
Use this wisely, okay? You know what that is?
Nah.
H-word pass. Open it up. That's a gold ticket for you to say honky whenever you want. Hey, H-pass is available at TommyGMcGee.com. If you want to give one to your relative, your friend, you can say the word. I know you want to say it. You're like, huh, huh, huh. Now you can say honky.
You like honky.
Hey, welcome to the club. You got it for life, okay?
Send them up for sure.
Appreciate you, brother. So folks, this was a look into the most dangerous city in America, Memphis, Tennessee. Anything you want to leave the people with, brother?
Fuck that crazy. Go follow my IG, Big Sky to see it, man. You stand on top, shit, free to God.
Wish you the best, brother.
Say brr before you leave.
Oh, I'm gonna try and make brr.
Nah, brr.
I can't roll the R's. That's why I don't speak Spanish that well. You know what I mean?
Cool,
I say barrio, not
try one
barrio.
More time. Try one more time.
Brr, brr.
All right, brr. Fuck that crazy.
I guess the age-old cliche hasn't changed, which is you get to become what you want in this life. And I get it. Some people are born and fucked fucked up neighborhoods that the odds are stacked against them. But that doesn't mean you can't impact the world in a good way. Your actions, your choices, they compound. Whether it's in a good direction, where if you're in real estate, you get one property, turns to 2, turns to 4, turns to 8, and suddenly you're changing your life. Or in bad ways, like you get 1 felony, 2 felony, 4 felony, 8 felony. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's true. Is your choices matter. Memphis is a wild place. And anyone that grew up in the slums here, holy shit. I have no idea what it's like to grow up in such a chaotic environment, but what I do know are the universal laws apply to every single human, which is your good choices compound and your bad choices compound. Folks, this was a look into the most murderous and dangerous city in America. Thank you for joining us.
It's the poor that's gonna starve and die. It's not the rich. I think poor is somebody like me. It's a struggle every day.
You're struggling and stuff, just making gas money just to get through to work every day and stuff for that month.
The county is considered first or second poorest county in the United States of America, which we're not proud of.
That was yours?
Yeah.
What happened, man?
I don't know, but he come on about 3 o'clock in the morning. It was one of them things, I guess.
So it's poor, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's poor. Each year we journey to America's poorest county to connect with locals and see the realities of everyday life. This year, our focus turns to Owsley County, Kentucky, a community that's been covered by the likes of Huffington Post and Al Jazeera. Rural Appalachia, particularly Kentucky's coal mining regions, have long grappled with poverty. This region dominates the list of America's most challenging places to live, with 10 counties from this area making the top 25 in the country due to factors like life expectancy, poverty rates, and educational attainment. The question is, why does this area struggle so deeply with poverty? I mean, we're talking about one of the most beautiful areas in the country, and it's a place rich with coal and natural minerals, but it's also an area with low soil quality, so not much farming, rugged terrain, so hard to access and expensive to develop in. It's landlocked, which means no access to ocean ports, and so while it does have terrain loaded with coal and minerals, the problem is rich investors and coal mining companies came into these towns and sucked them dry. They gave the Kentucky locals who broke their backs toiling in the mines some crumbs from the table and took their riches for themselves. And when the coal business dried up, these companies vanished, leaving behind widespread unemployment and a devastating rise in drug addiction. In this episode, we dive into Owsley County, speaking with locals, law enforcement, and even those involved in the drug trade to paint a portrait of life in this overlooked corner of America. Join us today as we explore the poorest county in the country. And to give some context, this episode was filmed over the course of 2 visits, one in 2022 and one in 2024. Here we go. Before we get into the episode, I got an announcement for you. We know mainstream media is dog shit, but thankfully we got the alternative. On my Patreon, you'll have access to videos like visiting the Chicago Trap House and talking to high-end car thieves. These episodes are not on YouTube, and if you think my YouTube is crazy, Patreon is on a whole nother level. Plus, for $7 a month, you get to be a part of one of the fastest growing independent media movements in the country. Oh, and by the way, I also FaceTime some of you too. The link is in my pinned comments. I appreciate you guys, and now to the episode. Would you mind if I asked you a couple questions?
About one of the poorest counties in the country.
This is?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we start rolling?
Okay. We got one-way street all the way out the courthouse. The roads are bad. Local law enforcement don't want to do their job.
So what's missing from law enforcement? Like what kind of crimes are happening that they're
Drugs.
not? What kind of drugs? Like fentanyl?
Meth, heroin, you name it.
And you said this is one of the poorest counties in the country.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like a reputation it has?
It's always been that way. The older generation didn't want no factories or nothing like that, so now the younger generation is paying the price for it.
So there's not really good job opportunities here.
You either work for the school board, courthouse, or the county. It's the only job.
So is there a high unemployment rate here?
Yeah.
And the people that are unemployed they collect?
They're on disability or live on food stamps, stuff like that.
And what percentage would you guess of the population is that, of this town?
I'd say probably about 80% of it.
80%? Wow. Do you feel represented as an American?
Yeah, I did when Trump was in, but not now, no.
So you felt like Trump kind of had small, like little town America's back, but not the current administration?
Yeah, he had the people's back. He didn't have the government's back.
What about this current administration makes you feel underrepresented?
Well, a gallon of milk is $7 here.
So inflation is hitting people heavy. A gallon of milk is $6.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. How could a town like this recover and have a second wind to it?
Well, they got plenty of farmland. What let some company buy something, build a factory, start some, give something for the youth to do, you know, other than school and running around the roads and hanging out with their own crowds.
So basically, because there's a lack of opportunities for the youth, they're running around getting into drugs, starting those the young, and then that starts a cycle that's going to keep the city economically depressed.
Yeah.
You just
I moved out of here when my boy got up to high school age and moved to Indiana, so he
have a better chance.
Have a better chance. Now he's working up there and he's making $30 an hour in the factory.
That's damn good.
His wife's making $15 in that factory, so you know.
And it just feels like the opportunities here aren't there.
They're not here.
So if you were president of this country, what's one thing you would change to help a county like this?
I would lower the price of food, gas, give more job opportunities to the people in the counties, not worry about big companies as much as they do and worry about the small people.
Does it feel like the cost of living is getting so high that it just almost feels impossible to get ahead?
I go through $800 a month in food.
Wow. What percentage of the town would you say is into harder drugs?
I'd say probably over 60%. I've literally sit on my front porch 3 o'clock in the morning and watch people walk down the middle of the highway in their underwear.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Any final thoughts or any advice for us going forward here? Is it sketchy here?
Run.
Like, is someone?
If they don't know you and you step on their property, they'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Wow. Well, thank you for the heads up. Okay, so first question I have is, do you feel represented as an American? Do you feel like the government has your interest at heart?
No, hell no. I mean, look who we got as a president, Joe Biden. I mean, not that Trump was any better, but I mean, at least he was making stuff happen, you know. They're just running this country in the ground. I mean, look at inflation, look at gas prices. It's the poor that's gonna starve and die. It's not the rich. I mean, it's dropping a bucket to them.
What is rich to you and what is poor to you?
I think poor is somebody like me. It's a struggle every day.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what rent goes for around here?
$750.
For how big of a house or a bedroom?
2 or 3 bedroom mobile home, living room, kitchen, bathroom, washer and dryer.
Okay.
And then you got gas, water, and electric, and trash, and then I got car payments, I got credit card bills, I got personal loan debt,
Does it feel like you're barely staying above water?
Oh yeah, man.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the camera?
Get Joe Biden out of office. Get Donald Trump back in, or somebody better than Biden.
Let's go down to the courthouse where there's probably a lot of characters hanging out. This is known as one of the poorest counties in America. Is that a reputation that people are aware of?
Yes. Some want to work and some don't.
What do people do for fun around here?
You have to travel out.
Yeah?
Go to Lexington or Jackson or somewhere.
There's nothing fun in the entire town.
Not a thing here.
Do people ride horses? Do they shoot guns? Do they play darts? Do they drink beer?
Beer. They drink beer and throw darts.
So you mentioned a lot of people are choosing not to work. Are a lot of businesses struggling to hire right now and they just can't fill a position?
They will hire somebody and then they just want to go home. They just kind of give up.
Pretty easy to quit, huh?
As soon as they get their first paycheck, they want to go back to the house.
Did you grow up here?
No, I've been here for 4 years. I lost my woman. I watched her overdose and die. I lost my home. I lost my, you know what I mean? I lost it all here.
So what do people do around here?
Try to survive, that's it.
Do you feel represented as an American?
No, I haven't even got a stimulus check yet.
Really? How did they miss you, man? That's Trump or Biden, if you're watching this, get this guy the stimulus check.
I love my stimulus check. Checks. I lost $168,000 in one day.
How'd you do that, man?
Somebody stole it.
Was it cash?
Yeah. Used it.
I'm guessing you were running some sort of operation then to get that cash? Yeah. So were you like a known dealer in the area? Are a lot of people struggling here?
Yes.
Is people not eating around here? Is that bad?
Yeah. I mean, people's going through trash cans and dumpsters. You know what I mean? It's not to make money, just to survive. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. What would you do if you were president to change the situation in this town?
I would take a match and a lot of gas or something, and I'd set fire to it.
What kind of cases do you encounter around here?
The warrants and stuff, people gets on them, and people non-child support, drug heads, and people on meth and things like that.
Is meth a big issue around here?
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Yeah?
It seems like it just keeps getting worse and worse.
And how do you see the cycle getting better?
I believe in everything and stuff, people's help and stuff with each other and stuff, and then these rehabs and things, that helps a whole lot too.
Okay, so this is known as one of the poorest counties in America. Why do you think it is that way?
I just got everything, people and everything and stuff. I mean, there ain't much in this little community and stuff really and things to do. And
do you think there's enough job opportunities for people here?
There are several jobs and things, a few that people could actually work and stuff if they want to work, but
people are just choosing not to work.
Several people just don't want to work. That has a lot to do. with the generation stuff. Well, there's some that wants to work and stuff, and there's some that don't want to hardly do much work because they rely on the government and stuff.
So welfare systems?
Yeah.
Do you feel represented as an American?
Yep, I feel pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to feel pretty good and stuff.
Do you feel like the government has your best interest at heart? And because I feel like some people feel like small town America is overlooked.
Well, I know they try to help everything the best they can and stuff. Seems like it to me, but I mean they can only do so much. We got to try to do the rest.
So you're about to slap some cuffs on somebody?
Oh,
huh?
yep. They had a little thing with the transit stuff. They got their they need a ride. I give them a call or something there. And I said, I'll give them a ride. I said, just do the crime. And I said, I'll haul.
And where do you take them to? How far is the jail from here?
12 miles. It's the Three Forks Regional Jail.
How's the food there?
You know, stuff. It's about like at the house and everything. I mean, they fix them 3 meals a day, and they got breakfast and then they lunch, and then they'll have a dinner at the evening.
What does struggling look like here? Like how tough does it get?
It gets pretty tough, and some jobs and everything might pay like every 2 weeks and stuff to get by, and it helps a lot and everything getting gas stuff. But then there's some jobs that might not get paid and everything like once a month, and you're struggling and everything and stuff, just making gas money just to get through to work the every day and stuff for that month to get your paycheck.
And what does rent go for around here?
Oh God, it's about $600 a month someplace.
For how big of a house?
Just a single wide trailer and things.
So this 12 eggs and like the cheap kind, $3.60 at Walmart or Aldi. That would be $2.50. Yeah, this is expensive. Like you're paying as much for these eggs, and these are the factory farmed ones, as you would pay. It's more than what you would pay at Aldi for the pasture raised, the really nice eggs. So have you noticed the food prices jumping lately? Tell me from your experience.
Yes.
Yeah? What in particular? Is there anything specific that you've been buying that all of a sudden has jumped?
Everything.
How much do you think your grocery bill has gone up?
Oh, I'd say about $200,000 or $300,000 a month more.
Really? That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
And why do you think that is? It's tough.
Big.
I don't know. I would say because, of the area, I would say, because, where we live in this rural area, where gas was so high.
Has your budget also gone up by $200 or $300 a month? Is there any specific food item that you've noticed has jumped?
Eggs is one of it.
Milk.
Yeah, hamburgers.
2 or 3 years ago, what could you buy eggs for?
$1.99 or something, $1.50.
I worked in the store for 35 years. Eggs used to go for 99 cents a dozen, 89, 79.
So it's nearly doubled or tripled?
Double.
Yeah, they're
It's
almost
triple.
$4 a 12 for a dozen.
Yeah.
This is also known as one of the poorest counties in the country, right? What to you is rich and what to you is poor? Like how much a year do you have to make or a month do you have to make to be rich, and how much do you have to be making to be poor?
You'd have to make a lot to be rich, wouldn't you? Probably $100,000 a year or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's poor here? Like if you're making under a certain amount, like, okay, what's...
I make a pretty good living, but I'm still poor. I mean, I just live paycheck to paycheck, so.
What's the average cost of rent here?
I heard it was $700 or $800 a month.
And what kind of place is that?
Probably something you could throw your leg through, or see the wall, or see the ground.
Is that like a 2-bedroom? Is that a trailer? Is that a side-by-side? Is
Let's
that
say
a...
a one bedroom. One bedroom.
1 bedroom place is that high.
We're here in the beautiful state of Kentucky to dive into the poorest county in America, Owsley County. We actually were here 2 years ago and did a piece, but we just didn't think we did it justice, so we're back to cover it properly. My concern for America is that people are right now. When you are paying $20 for eggs, cheese, and sausage, and cost of rent's going up, your utility bill is going up, wages have stayed stagnant, jobs have gone overseas. Without further ado, folks, Owsley County, Kentucky. What's life like around here?
It's pretty boring, to tell you the truth.
See, you're strapped up.
They like to rob you.
There's a lot of robberies around here?
Yeah.
You ever have to use it?
Not yet.
That's good.
Not on people, anyway.
Okay. What do people do for fun around here?
They ain't much around here, too, though, to tell you the truth.
You don't square dance or do any of that?
Nah, they ain't nothing like that around here anymore. There used to be all kinds of stuff, but now they ain't nothing.
How have things been economically with cost of living going up, rent going up, things like that? What has that been like in the area?
It's pretty rough on a lot of it because just ain't got the money to do it. Just like my truck, my step history and me out paying bills, trying to. It cost me almost $400 to get it fixed.
To get the truck fixed?
Yeah, took most of my money right there.
Are there a good amount of jobs around here?
No, ain't nothing.
What are my options?
$1 short of the BB.
If you could talk directly to the president, what would you tell him?
I'd tell him to bring some jobs around here where people have something to do besides house. stealing and robbing and.
A job will give someone something to do besides stealing and robbing?
Yeah, might get them off all these drugs.
All right, brother. If you're a true American, you want America to be better for everybody. So how do we get there? What's the roadmap? What are the hurdles in our way? And what are some actual solutions that could get us there? I happen to think that with the amount of money going in with taxes into the federal government and state governments every year, you gotta imagine that there's better solutions than what's been going on now. Nice to meet you. Tell the people where we are right now.
Right now we're in Booneville, Kentucky, just outside of town.
Booneville sounds like a city from a movie.
It's got something to do with, they say Daniel Boone camped out here, you know.
What is Daniel Boone known for again?
He was like the Cumberland Gap and stuff like that.
The Gap, West Virginia Gap.
Tell the people about Booneville.
Basically, you know, like 98% all white population. Everybody knows everybody.
Some people call Owsley County the poorest county in America.
Well, yeah, see, I seen your other video on, what was it, McCreary County?
Yeah.
Says that was the poorest county, but, you know, I've heard Owsley County, Lee County.
So it's poor, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's poor.
Is that a reputation that people are aware of or they think about?
No, not really, you know.
To you, what is rich? Like, if I make this amount in a year, you're like, I'm good.
But it ain't about money, you know, it's like, you know, your living situation, how you want to live and doing whatever you want to do.
All right, well, seen a few. You can tell just by who's shopping at the gas station that meth is definitely an issue in the area. My hunch tells me that fentanyl has creeped in here too. I know that this is kind of middle America, and some of the trends that happen in LA, New York are slow to hit, but fentanyl has pretty much creeped in everywhere now, so I want to explore a little bit more about that. One of the questions in my head is, does poverty cause drug addiction? Like the misery of poverty, you mask it up with drugs, or by getting into drugs, does that cause poverty? Chicken before the egg kind of question. Anyways, we're driving through the beautiful hill country of Kentucky. There's bluffs, there's trees, there's wildlife, the birds are chirping. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into Owsley County and talk to the locals. Gage said he had some friends he wanted to introduce us to and to follow him. So we left the parking lot and hit the dusty trail. Here's what happened. We've been on a dirt road for a little while now, and this is only a spot that a local could bring you into. Hey, buddy.
They don't bite, they just bark.
My dog's like that too. Come here. Hey, puppy.
Come. She didn't like it.
What's her name?
Gracie. That nine, baby.
The little guys are the ones you gotta watch out for with the dog.
Yeah, he's I run slap over top of that little fella in my car.
Yeah?
We went over him. I mean, there's blood and everything coming out of his mouth.
You said you ran over him?
I backed up and turned it back over him.
Yeah. He's doing okay, huh?
Yeah, I give him some medicine. Doctor him up.
Yeah.
Where y'all from?
We're from Milwaukee.
Well.
Yeah. Good to meet you. I'm Tommy.
You too. I'm Isaac Bowley.
Isaac, nice to meet you.
You too, buddy.
Did you grow up around here?
I grew up in Owsley County, not right here, but up Buffalo part of it.
You love it here?
Yeah.
What do you love about it?
I don't know. It seems like you can live here better than you can away. I tried living in Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan, and places like that, but to come down here, it's easier living, you know, stuff. And you don't have as much traffic, and, you know, it's something more peaceful.
You seem like a man that wouldn't like traffic.
I don't like it. I come through Atlanta, Georgia one morning, and it was rush hour, running 100 miles an hour, and I had a 21-foot trailer behind me, driving a truck like that right there.
You sound like a menace on the road.
I mean, I had to. The man I was riding with, he had a heart problem, but he's having a heart attack or something. He said he couldn't do it.
If I was in your car driving 100 with you, I'd probably have a heart attack too. I'm kind of a weenie when it comes to high speeds.
What? If everything's running that fast, and you had to get in the lane over here, and you was in this lane, you had to get past them.
Yeah. So how has this area changed over time? What was it like when you were a kid?
Well, where I was born, up in Upper Buffalo, there wasn't no traffic. There wasn't no cars up in there. I remember the first car I ever seen. It was about a 50 model Chevrolet truck.
When I look around this landscape, I feel like this is what America looked like for many, many years before cities ever came to be.
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
Graduated high school and really been working around here ever since.
What do your folks do?
My mom's phlebotomist down here right next to the BP down there.
So if I need some blood, she's who I go to?
Yeah.
I see something went down here. That was yours?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Don't know, buddy. Come on about 3 o'clock in the morning, smoked some out the windows.
You got a mean ex-girlfriend or something?
That's what I was trying to figure out, yeah. I don't think I made one that mad, though.
What do you think happened?
Just don't know. Just one of them things, I guess.
How long ago did this happen?
2 months ago.
That's a big life event to have your house burned down.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
I mean, I guess insurance isn't going to cover this?
But I know insurance.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, man.
Yeah.
How has Owsley changed over time? From when you were a kid to now, how has it changed?
Well, we've got like a new road, a new 30 coming out of Booneville there, you know. Well, we've got a stoplight down there now, costing like one red light.
So when you grew up, there was no stoplight?
No, we just had a flashing costing light there.
Yeah. What are the pros and cons of a small town?
Oh, well, of course, you got everybody in your business all the time, you know.
Is it hard to find a lady to court around here?
You can find plenty of them, but now it's hard to what they are.
What do you look for in a woman?
I gave it up. I'm 75 years old.
How long have you given up looking for love?
Since my wife died.
Man,
you know.
I'm sorry to hear that. When was that?
She died when she was 60.
You guys are about the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age.
I have to die first. That's what I told my wife, because
Well,
I don't think I could.
hers, you know, it's hard. I mean, I lived with her 42 years.
Life can be a lot of love and joy, but it can also be a lot of tragedy.
It can be good or it can be bad, sure can. If you find a good woman, you found a good thing. But if you find a bad one on you, you find the worst thing in the world.
Sweet Cheeks is a wonderful woman. That's my wife. Shout out to Sweet Cheeks, by the way.
A woman can kill a man, run him crazy, I mean, just destroy him.
The younger generation, I feel like they're slower to get married, and some of them don't even want to get married. What do you think about that?
I think they're wise not to want to get married.
Why is that?
They always break up, but then...
And when you lose them, I can't imagine that, man. That's
yeah, that's a bad feeling. I mean, it's the worst feeling in the world. It's like part of you died, I mean, with her.
Do you feel like it's
in a hole and can't get out? That's what that's an awful feeling.
Do you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe in heaven?
Yeah, I believe we'll meet again.
If I want to date someone around here, what are my options? Where do I go to find them? What do you look for?
Oh, man.
Tinder?
No, it's
not Tinder.
No, not around here.
Are people on Tinder?
Sure they are, but they're probably like registered to Lexington or, you know, somewhere where there's more people, you know what I mean?
Do you also have to drive kind of far to find them?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, besides the same old ones around here, you know.
So if you found love, you found a woman, and she said, hey, but you gotta move to Lexington or Louisville, would you do it? Or you say, hey, I want you to live in the country with me?
Yeah, I guess if I loved her enough, I probably would.
What do you fellas do for fun?
Go fishing or something like that, or, you know, just...
Is there a good creek around here?
All these rivers and creeks, yeah.
What can you catch around here?
You can catch catfish, bass, crappie.
So I noticed in the South a lot that people have a lot of cars on their property. Is everyone just kind of working on a project?
Yeah, most of them, you know, is like parts cars they buy for parts. And, you know, they'll put the parts they need off of that car. And
okay, so rather than buy, let's say, 3 parts for $1,000, you might buy the whole car for a few $100, and then you can mix and match what you want off of it. So I'd imagine that people around here are fairly handy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody's self-sufficient, most of them.
And if I wanted to find a job around here, is that hard to do?
Ooh, yeah.
You'd be screwed.
Yeah?
It's pretty hard, yeah.
Or, you know, mowing yards. That's what I'm doing right now.
You do some welding
Dollar
as well.
store. I went to school for it, yeah.
How far do you have to drive to find a welding job?
At least to Lexington, so what?
Yeah, at least to Lexington.
75.
You have to commute that far just for a good job?
Yeah.
So when people say like there's just not shit around here to do or shit around here for employment, they mean it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Did there used to be something in town and then it went overseas, or has it just always been not that much?
You know, when they done the tobacco
Yeah,
buyout.
it used to be the tobacco. What
Yeah.
Do you guys still believe in the American dream?
Oh yeah.
And what does that mean to you?
Living free, doing whatever you want, you know. I'd say we probably live pretty close to it as you can get right now.
And what makes this place free?
Being able to get out and, you know, roam around the hills and be outside.
Going back to the whole job thing, so if you don't have a job, what % of people would you say are on the draw?
Pretty high percentage.
Let's talk about rural welfare, which around here people refer to as being on the draw. In Kentucky, about 1 in 8 people live below the poverty line. But when we shift to the more rural Appalachian area of the state, that number jumps to 1 in 5. So to remain afloat and have their basic needs met, many of these families turn to welfare. A family of 3 that qualifies for welfare receives about $524 per month. For many families, of course this helps, but this is still life on a bare bones budget that doesn't allow much margin for error. Like for example, remember the guy earlier this episode that was having trouble with the $400 bill to fix his truck? Yeah, that's a lot of folks around here. The pressures of poverty and the rising cost of everyday living is leading some people to wonder if the American dream is still within reach. If someone's on the draw, how much are they getting a month and how much does it actually help?
Not exactly for sure on the amounts. I think it probably varies depending on what you draw.
And how many kids you have.
Disability, stuff like that.
We just sent $90 billion overseas to fight wars in places that isn't our country. And what do you guys think about that when you see our government send our tax money overseas like that?
Slap in the face, you know.
We didn't get screwed.
Using that money to help us, you know.
If they built a brand new manufacturing plant or 2 in the area, do you think people would be flocking to sign up for that?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, them at the door you line up.
They'll be fighting.
Be fighting you.
People be fighting to get a job?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to draw attention to a pair of tits I see on your arm. Who is that?
That's I don't know who she is.
She is a nice rack, eh?
Yeah.
You asked me what my bucket list was. Right there it is.
Do your own tattoo?
I've done it, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell the people what that means to you.
A big paleo point, you know, it's just an extremely rare thing to find. Probably worth about 10 grand.
The arrowheads?
What they use it
Yeah,
for?
that would be worth at least 10
What they
grand.
use it for?
Is this a place in America that probably gets forgotten about? You know, it's not hip and trendy. It's not the LAs and New Yorks of the world. People just call it bum or podunk. And so because of that, no one needs to run on a campaign that's going to help this place because, well, it's only a few thousand votes. Who cares? As long as I win the cities, I win the election.
You feel like a lot of people suffer from like depression around here?
Oh yeah.
What do people do to get help? Is it just like self-medicating or is a lot of resources?
Yeah, a lot of people do drugs.
What percentage of people you would say are on something?
50 to 65%.
One of the things we're covering is rising cost of living, and groceries are a big part of that. We're at the one grocery store in town. How do you think about the prices here?
A little high.
A little high? Everywhere you go in America, locals will tell you about the crazy grocery prices. US Today states that the average American family now spends over $1,000 on groceries, and the US Department of Agriculture says grocery prices are up 25% since 2019. Due to crippled supply chains, it was kind of understandable that food prices went up during COVID, but even then it still felt like we were being gouged by grocery stores, and it turns out we were. The Federal Trade Commission released a report that said large grocery store chains exploited product shortages during the pandemic by raising prices significantly more than needed to cover their added costs, and they continue to reap excessive profits. And not only did they gouge us, but we've also now been hit with shrinkflation, which is the practice of items decreasing in size, but they still charge us the same amount. Many people are feeling stretched to a breaking point when it comes to feeding their family, and in a town like this with only one grocery store and no competition on pricing, it is especially tough. Do you feel like the cost of living has just gone up in the last few years?
Oh, definitely.
Where have you seen it most?
Groceries, gas, just everything really, you know what I mean?
Do you think more and more people are just stretched?
Oh yeah, definitely stretched thin. $100 bill, you know, is like a 20 used to be, you know what I mean?
Like one thing I've seen from cities to here is like I can go either as cheap as I can, like Aldi and Walmart, or I can go expensive like Whole Foods or fancy shop. But here you got one option to shop. So let's just go walk in and let's look at the prices. A dozen for $4.50. Do you remember when that used to be like $1 for a dozen only a few years ago?
Oh yeah.
The cheese, $3.09. $5.60. One of the things that happened from the pandemic is like they raised all the prices after the pandemic, but then once things went back to normal, they never raised them back down again.
Right.
When you see corporations having record profits, like what goes through your head right now?
Well, inflation was killing them. That's the bottom line.
Do you know how much you spend on groceries in a month?
$300 to $500.
What do you think needs to happen to make like more people proud to be an American?
I think with the whole immigration ordeal right now, like I think we need to slow way down on that because, you know, we're letting all these, I mean, they're illegal aliens in, and, you know, we're giving them all this, they give them food stamps and they give them checks every month, and there's American people that are out here starving, homeless veterans. That right there, that's a shame to America, to me.
To really understand something, you gotta go straight to the source. And to understand drugs in rural America, you gotta talk about meth. So we found ourselves a meth dealer that was willing to talk. This is what he had to say. We're deep in the Kentucky woods, and I wanted to learn more about the drugs that are moving through the community. I'm here with, and Jay, what are you in the business in?
Methamphetamine, fentanyl, heroin, that's mainly it.
Did you sell all of those at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. What do customers want? Like, what was the highest seller? What was the lowest seller out of that grouping?
Well, it started out, meth was the biggest seller at first, and then, when the pandemic hit, it transitioned into the fentanyl mostly. Right now, that's what's trending as well.
Fentanyl's taking over the game?
Yeah, that's what everybody wants right now.
What is the cost of fentanyl?
Anywhere from $1,200 to $1,600 now.
What are the quantities that people are picking up, and how much do they pay for that?
Like a 8-ball, $350 for fentanyl. Meth right now at ice is way down, it's like $125, $150 an ounce.
How does fentanyl get into a place like Owsley County?
Over time it's inevitable, it's just gonna start bleeding over from the cities.
What has been the difference now that fentanyl has entered the game?
There's a lot more overdose deaths.
Do you think most people in this community know somebody that's overdosed?
Absolutely.
From what I understand, there's only one officer, one sheriff in the entire county. So is it pretty easy to get away with selling it?
No, it's not actually. There's a lot of state police, and we have a lady sheriff, but she's got deputies too.
Okay. In the business of that, are you ever paranoid or sketched out?
Oh, absolutely, you gotta be.
Have you had any close calls, or you ever been caught for doing any of that?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Went to jail at the traffic stop.
Traffic stop, and they found it in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like?
Well, it's pulled over, and they've got a dog, they run the dog, and when it hits, they have probable cause of search.
Was your heart racing at this point?
Say I was nervous.
I would imagine. Do you feel like if there's more opportunities here for people, that they would be less likely to do drugs, and that drugs are kind of just a way to numb yourself if you feel like you don't have a lot of options?
No matter how much opportunity you have around a place, there's always going to be drug addiction no matter what. There's a lot of drug-induced mental illness.
I guess, is there any stories of that you like to paint people a picture of what you're talking about?
People can be normal, and then after they say do methamphetamine for a while, it just makes schizophrenic symptoms and stuff like that, it just really makes them come out,
That sounds like it would be pretty scary to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it can be.
The United States has very high drug addiction issues from the city to rural and in between. What percentage of this area you think is on some sort of drug?
30 to 40%.
If you want to get clean, what are your options? Are there AA meetings? Is there therapy? Is there rehabilitation? Is there recovery homes?
Yeah, there's definitely there's rehabs and stuff like that. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of NA and AA meetings, but there is rehab.
How many people in the area are working multiple jobs where they aren't just working one 9 to 5 where they have to have something just to scrape by?
Sure.
Do you feel like people can't get by on just one job anymore?
Around here it's harder to get by on just one job.
Do most people go into selling drugs simply for the extra income?
Yeah.
And on a good month, what can you make selling meth, fentanyl, heroin?
It just depends on the quantities that you're able to obtain, what kind of money you got to start out with, If you've got a little bit of money going into it, it helps a whole lot. At least enough to buy an ounce quantity of either.
What's the biggest week or month you've ever had in business?
Probably 20 grand.
20 grand?
Yeah.
What did you do with that money?
Well, I ain't got nothing to show for it now.
You pissed it away?
Yeah.
What kind of things did you spend it on?
Well, at the time, a lot of it I spent right back on drugs.
How has being in this business impacted your mental health?
At first, it impacted it severely, but eventually, you'd be surprised what you can normalize,
Is there any thoughts that you like to share with people back home?
The only message I have to people back home is to try to put the fentanyl down if you can, Because eventually, it will get you eventually. if you're f***ing with it, you are going to die.
Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts and your story, and we'll see you in the next part of this episode.
We heard a rumor going around town that a female police officer damn near patrolled the entire town by herself. We went to her office to go talk to her. She was a little bit camera shy, but she did say her lieutenant would do an interview. Here's what he had to say.
I'm Tommy, I'm here with
Gavin Shanks.
You got a firm handshake. Tell me, what is it like being a deputy in Owsley County?
It's a pretty good experience. We definitely, we get quite a bit of good calls and stuff. To be such a small town, we get into a lot of theft cases, a lot of dope cases.
When you refer to dope, which drug is that?
We get primarily a lot of methamphetamine cases. We do get a lot of marijuana use, but it's not typically something we don't worry about it as much as we do the other.
Do you feel like arresting someone for weed is kind of a waste of time?
Typically, I'll be honest, I don't arrest for weed. I usually write a citation and just seize the marijuana. If it's a very large amount, it kind of puts it into a different scale because it kind of bumps into like a trafficking case.
Yeah.
To me personally, I've never actually arrested on it. I always just write a citation for it.
Not that I'm in trafficking marijuana, but I just think it's, I feel like of all things you can be put in a cage for, weed is like, come on. Has theft gone up in recent years or has it stayed steady?
I think it's definitely, I think it definitely goes up and down. I think right now it's up a lot. I think one of the leading things of theft is drug use. I think a lot of people, when they start using drugs very heavy, it turns into theft to pay for an addiction.
Yeah. Do you think poverty creates drug addiction, or drug addiction creates poverty, or it's kind of the same side of the coin?
I definitely think, if anything, I think the drug addiction definitely is the lead to poverty before poverty would be the lead to drug addiction. You know, I speak to a lot of these people we arrest, and a lot of people we, don't arrest. We just have conversations with them, and a lot of them, whether they're telling the truth to me or not, they don't. I don't know, but they'll always say, I want to get off of it, I just can't, and so it kind of leads them down that path of not being able to stop, even if they wanted to. And I think it slowly leads to that poverty level because they're unable to pay for other things, trying to pay for that addiction.
If someone truly wants to get clean, what are the resources in the county for them to explore?
So one of the big things is, especially on these first-time offenders, we always try to give people the opportunity for rehab. We'll send them to a 90-day mandatory rehab, usually on the first and even second offense.
Who pays for that?
The county does.
That's really big.
If it's a mandatory rehab that we put them through, the county will have to take that in. We also have a rehab right here in the county.
What do you had to guess? What do you think the success rate of a 90-day rehab is?
Man, sadly, I'm gonna angle on the low side just because it's not because it doesn't necessarily work or that's not a good rehab. It's just that people don't have the drive for it, and it's hard to conquer that drive in such a short amount of time. It's usually a good refresher, and we definitely see a change in people. In that 90 days, previous to us arresting you, and that 90 days, you will look like somebody we don't even recognize. But, the biggest thing is after that 90-day rehab, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to continue to stay clean? And that's hard. A lot of people think that they can get out of rehab and go back to running with the same crew, and it just 9 times out of 10 doesn't work out.
How has fentanyl changed the game?
We are seeing an incline in overdoses here in the past, I'd say, year, and a lot of it leads back to fentanyl. We've had people we used to, if we came upon an overdose, we could Narcan somebody 1 or 2 times and we were able to get them back. Now we're seeing Narcan 9 to 12 times before we're getting a responsive patient back. So I mean, it's definitely changed the game a lot, and you can't ever tell what it's going to be inside of. We get people who had a guy owed a few weeks ago, and he may not have told me the exact truth, but he said all he smoked was a joint, and he ended up overdosing. When they cleaned his stomach, he had overdosed on fentanyl. And so, whenever you look at that it could possibly be in marijuana and stuff, I mean, you never know what it's going to be inside of. You could smoke a joint and overdose.
What is it like carrying that with you? Like, I think a lot of people don't understand what law enforcement see on a day-to-day basis, because you see people on their worst day. You see the fight between the husband and the wife. You see the drunk. You see the person that just overdosed and died. Like, what is it like carrying that all with you?
I guess you just have to always make sure you don't take everything home with you, and try to just remember it's a job. It does get hard. Try to always be compassionate to people, and even though we see them on our worst day, a lot of people just see us and always think the very negative of it all, but we try to be compassionate to people and be understanding.
All right, folks, that was Owsley County. I think this is a very important American story to cover. I appreciate the people of Owsley County welcoming us in and sharing their story with us, because we're always thinking about what's the way forward. I wish that place the best. I wish some growth and prosperity in the future, and I'm glad we got to take an inside look. Thank you guys for joining me on this ride. I'll see you next week.
Rapid City police are on the lookout for several suspects following 5 shootings in the last week.
In the last few years, the Rapid City Police Department has seen an uptick in violent crimes.
Dude basically said, hey, I'm coming back. I'm shooting up this whole show. I had to pick my brother up after he got shot, you know?
I never planned to be 50 years old ever. I thought I would be passed away way before that, you know.
My daughter, you know, supposedly she was accidentally shot by another guy there with a gun.
At first, you might guess that South Dakota is a very safe place, and that's up for debate. Nationally, it's actually ranked somewhere in the middle, and it's more dangerous than states like Kentucky, Florida, and Illinois. Now, for most South Dakota citizens, it is reasonably safe, but if you are a Native American man, it's a different story altogether. You see, Rapid City is South Dakota's most dangerous city, and Pine Ridge is the most dangerous reservation. And together, these two share kind of a strange relationship. It's kind of like Chicago and Rockford, where you have gangsters going back and forth to flee from the law. And in Rapid City, shooting has been on the rise, and most of it is tied to native gang activity. And here's another interesting fact about South Dakota. It is arguably the most incarcerated state in the country. Some estimates say that up to 7 out of 10 native men will serve at least once in jail or prison. And although natives make up only 9% of the state population, they make up nearly half of the prison and jail population. To investigate this further, we head to Rapid City and we dig into the trends of violence and incarceration. We meet with guys like Eric, a man who has served decades in prison and now is out advocating to stop the cycle. Vinny, a local rapper whose brother was killed at one of his recent shows. And of course, to really get into the mud, we make a stop at a local trap house. Join us as we go boots on the ground in South Dakota.
When I see these young men, I see potential in them. I see something that they could become, and I see the gang lifestyle is mostly just taken away from what they could become. What needs to happen for kids that grow up in an area like this to say, I want to be an engineer or a doctor, or I want to run my own landscaping business, rather than I want to shoot somebody that's a lot like me that just happens to live in a slightly different part of my neighborhood. I don't know if we'll ever find that answer, but that's part of the discovery that we're on this channel. We're going to dive into the most dangerous city in South Dakota. Buckle up, it's gonna be a ride. Tell us where we are right now.
We in Lakota homes right now, this deep north, you know what I'm saying? Deep north side, it's a little dilapidated, etc., but there's a lot of love in the area, you know what I'm saying?
This is ghettoest part of town right here, man.
Yeah?
It's our own little world over here, you know? Because it's like, even though we're so close to everything else, you can go right down the street and see business districts and shit like that. It's its own entity over here, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what goes down around here?
Drugs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, and the dealings that come with that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? As far as robberies, as far as, you know what I'm saying, killings over little bullshit, you know, an ounce of weed and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody die over it, so it's like.
Do you guys know someone that have died over an ounce of weed?
There's a quad, bro. Yes.
Over an ounce of weed?
7 grams. 7 grams.
A quad, dude?
Like
you guys call it a quad around here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I picked up many of quads in my day. Never have I ever thought about I was gonna die over it.
Dude didn't expect that night either, you know what I'm saying? I went to prison for possession of marijuana. It was my first charge I've ever caught in my life. The judge was just a little hard on me, you know?
How long did you serve for marijuana?
He gave me 6 years and suspended 5 of it. So I only—
6 years?
Yes. For possession of marijuana.
How much marijuana are we talking?
It was a pound, you know what I'm saying? So my charge was possession of 1 to 10 pounds. So it didn't matter if I had 1 pound or 9.5.
Was that technically a felony then?
Yes, it is. At the time, that was a different time of my life. And I was, you know, playing loud music, drinking, driving, doing the most, you know, being sloppy with it.
So you got pulled over in a DWI type of situation, and then they searched the car for weed?
They smelled weed immediately. I just, like I said—
Were you chiefing it big time?
Yeah, okay. I was smoking when they pulled me over. I tried to play it off. I tried to give them my blunt piece and be like, this all I have, sir, you know? They weren't going for that though, so.
Did that seem absurd that you could be put in a cage for weed?
Yes, sir. Dude, it changed the course of my life. You know, I had a very practical outlook on life in general. I was a real normal kid. I played sports. I wanted to be a nurse. You know, so it's like that.
Can you no longer work for a hospital now?
No, I couldn't get a job in Walmart once I got out of prison.
You can't even get a job in Walmart?
No, I was trying to show my little brother a different way. You know, like the lifestyle that we had got into, it was based off circumstance. And that's my history in Rapid City, essentially. A lot of people know me out here for like sports and stuff, but like
What'd you play?
I played football, basketball, I ran track, you know.
We head next to I Am Legacy, an organization focused on empowering Native people and helping ex-cons rebuild their lives. Founder Eric Brainswhite invited us to a roundtable discussion led by former inmates to tackle the tough issue of incarceration among Native men.
Like, you can't tell by looking at me or anything, you know, but I used to do the gang thing. And
if I was a Hollywood movie director looking for the role of like scary guy in the cell, you'd be like, oh, this is the guy we want for sure.
Yeah. I left everything I've ever known in my life that I was good at and entered a life where I didn't know anything. I changed. Yeah, I never planned to be 50 years old ever. I thought I would be pass away way before that, you know. The younger you experience these violent things, it increases the likelihood of you repeating them in this community. That's why we focus on the youth. But one of the things that to help these guys, you know, kind of redirect their aggression a little bit.
Yeah.
So you come in here, tire them out a little bit, put them on the weight. Healthy choices, healthy options. We also do drug court. This is where we offer AA, NA, things like that in here. And we know about that life. We've been there. That's why we care. And there is a way out. We found it, and that's all we're trying to show these young brothers.
I see your shirt, Healing with Conviction. What does that mean to you?
That I'm coming with the truth. You know, I've lived it, been there, done that, and went through a lot of the struggles here. So I'm trying to heal with that conviction, and also with, you know, me being incarcerated as well. I was 18 years old. I shot at some people here in town, and at age 18, I was sentenced to 12 years in the South Dakota State Penitentiary. They shot at my family. Drove around, looked for them, found them, and 4th of July 1996, I retaliated.
You have the most gangster Hello Kitty tattoo I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, so
Can you tell me about that?
So I have a special needs daughter.
Okay.
So a lot of this is for her, you know, so like I have the wheelchair there for her. She loves Mickey Mouse. The don't count the days, make the days count. When we found out that she has a rare brain disorder, they told us she wouldn't see her first birthday. So we marked the date when we were told that. And
that was in 2011?
Yeah, grateful today she's 13. My first son, I wasn't there, incarcerated, I missed his birth, and you know, just wasn't in the relationship, you know, there. And we meet my wife, and with Alejandra, our daughter with special needs, I learned to embrace that, you know, I needed to fully protect her. For me, quitting drinking is what helped, to be able to get up if she's having seizures, to be able to get up, you know, at a drop of a hat, to assist her or assist my wife in her cares.
For me, it was the murder of my brother. He was down there at the Teddy Sports Bar and he was shot and killed. Calling me and asking me to come hang out with him at the bar, and I went down there to go see what he was doing. And as I was walking towards him, I heard a gunshot go off, and then my cousins told me it was my brother, my little brother, and it's just, ever since then, after the past 3 years, I've just been getting incarcerated in and out of jail. I'm using my past as a tool to help better these children. Adults can't teach an old dog new tricks, but we can save these kids. And by saving these kids, we can save this community.
Did about 18 years in prison.
That's a long time.
Where I grew up, Lakota homes, in the hood out here, it was kind of almost like an expectation at some point. You know, hey, you might end up going to prison. You know, from our neighborhood, is drug and alcohol related. Every single felony, every single charge.
So non-violent offender?
Non-violent, all non-violent. I'm a 9-time felon.
What brings you here?
I'm the youth navigator now.
How'd you get here though?
In 6th grade, I got in some trouble at school. You know, Eric used to be the diversion coordinator here in Pennington County, so I was his first ever youth to go to Legacy.
What'd you get into as a 6th grader?
A fight. This little kid called me a name. And I have gay uncles. It was a gay slur.
I think I can guess what you're thinking of.
Yeah, and I reached in my locker to grab my backpack, and he slammed the locker door closed on my hand. I reached up with my left hand and I slammed his face against the locker, and I grabbed him up by his backpack straps and threw him across the hallway. I started kicking him while he was on the ground, and that's how I met Eric, and I've been coming back ever since. I was like 11 or 12.
Now he's 16. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Hey, bro. What's happening, bro? Hey, man. What's up, man?
How you doing?
All right. Good to see you, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we legacy. We're deep up there, the homies.
Yeah.
We
I
got
respect that.
everybody from every clique in town.
I respect that for sure, because there's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, older folks that lead the youth astray.
I feel you, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like they don't know no better when they're that young.
Nah,
like,
man.
we grow up in the shit we see, like, we think it's normal, you feel me? Then you grow up and you have your own mind now, and it's
you know
like,
what? I want you guys to know how important you are to our people, man.
Word.
We don't need you wasting your lives on dumb shit, man.
Word.
You know what I mean? Don't get caught up doing dumb shit, man. But statistics say.
Put your time into that.
Absolutely, man.
Yes,
right there.
Yeah,
right there, man.
What does that mean?
For your sacrifice.
Hey, tell them what it means.
Tell them what that means.
No, it's from Sundance.
Ceremony.
Oh, where you put the
piercing. Yep.
Sundance ceremony is basically a women appreciation ceremony. We're showing appreciation to the women because the women get their blood every month in like Queens of Sleep. That's our way of cleaning sleep. Even going into NEP stands for a sweat lodge. You go in there and pray. You're going in there to be cleansed. You know, cleanse what you be doing out here. You know, all those gangs and drugs out here because there's not much opportunities for the youth out here.
That is another factor.
You, bro.
Oh, this is my little brother.
Is it?
He passed away in 2022.
I heard about that, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
He passed away in 2022 due to gun violence. That was our first show we ever were gonna have in Eagle Butte. It was gonna be a great turnout, you know. There was nothing but unchies and kids out there. There's free food, you know. Like, you never really see like 50 people out there for the openers, but that first person that was out there, there's like 50 plus people showing love, you know. We were gonna go on last, and there was a boy that was threatening to shoot the show months before, and we didn't really take it serious, you know. We didn't even reply to his threats or anything like that, but it came down to the day of the show, 90-degree weather, and he's in the crowd with the same bag on that he's showing his gun on Snapchat every day, and with a mask on in 90-degree weather, you know. So I came and I tried to speak with him because I know what he was saying, and when I came and tried to talk to him, he got real abrasive and was like, "Why are you trying to check me? Get away from me," boom. And I'm like, "Look, man," and I grabbed his bag and I pulled it to me. I felt his gun and I said, "What are you doing here? Why are you here?" But he's like, "Just get off me, get away from my bag." I don't want to freak everybody out and be like, "Hey, he got a gun." So whenever the security comes up to me, I say, "Hey man, he has a gun." He's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I felt it." So he tried to escort dude away. Dude basically said, "Hey, I'm coming back. I'm shooting up this whole show." I look around, like I said, there's nothing but elders and kids, you know. My family's come all the way from Colorado to come see us. I'm like, we got to do something. And that's what the dude asked. He's like, "Please stop him. There's police around there and everything." The police didn't do shit. I had to pick my brother up after he got shot, you know. That's another just testament as far as where we don't really rely on the police, you know. That's vigilantes. Like the definition of a vigilante is somebody that gets justice by their own means, but while not involved in the law. And it's that bottom line that they don't look out for us. They say they're supposed to protect and serve. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when my brother got killed, I had to pick him up. I had to everything, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
you can easily come see us, man, because I got some opportunities for you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I lost my little brother too. He got shot and killed down at the Teddy Sports Bar.
Oh, word. Hey, bro.
Yeah,
hey, rest his soul, bro. That's what I'm saying. That shit like that rocks the city.
Hey, this happened to every generation though. When I was a youngster, my best homie got shot in the face at my house right up the hill right here, man.
Word.
In the hood, you know, it changed us forever, man.
So police will come through here, etc., but they're not too quick to. It's in a suburban area on the west side or something. Something goes down, they're there like that.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're disposable.
You know what I'm saying?
All we get is each other.
Is it Rapid City PD or native police that is in this area?
Rapid City. There ain't no natives on our
There's no natives on the Rapid City police force? What percentage of the city is native?
At least a quarter.
Yeah.
You can't be in the position where someone abuses it with their power, and you can't be in the position where you abuse someone with the power that you're given. Because you can be kind, but never try to be submissive. And you can be strong, but you can never be cruel.
We have a present for you, Vinny. Big dog's gotta eat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to my gang, you know what I mean?
Hey, yes, sir. I was born with, but that's another story for the poor kids who always wanted some Jordans. Mamas couldn't afford them. Now they out there on the corner with drama from law enforcement. I could tell you about the horrors of wishing you was aborted, but since this life is a game, you ain't finna see me forfeit. I'm winning till I can't play, but even then I be scoring. There's some shit that's more important than them hoes that's gonna be swarming once they find out you're recorded. Where are them hoes before then, huh?
We're coming up to a grief meeting for moms that have lost sons to the street, I presume. This is gonna be kind of a tough conversation. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
Good.
So we're covering sort of the streets, the gang life, and also just gun violence at a young age. What have you seen as a mom in Rapid City?
I've seen a lot of violence and a lot of killings. Not so much when I was growing up. There was, here and there, nothing like today.
You think it's worse now?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
There wasn't as much guns back when we were growing up at all. Everybody has a gun these days.
Are the guns in South Dakota in the hood, are a lot of them legal or illegal guns? You guys know?
Illegal.
Both.
Yeah, well now they've made it easier to get guns, so, both, yeah, I would say.
I guess, so what, are there any stories that can illustrate, what you've seen or what you've heard in the area that talk about gun violence and things
both
like
of my children died from a gun. My son always had a gun. My older son, he always carried a gun. He's not anymore. He's 31 and a dad now.
What brought him out of the gang life?
His kids.
Now, gangs can be really attractive for a young man, right? Why do you think that is? And do you think it actually brings any benefit to their life?
I have my oldest son who I kept in every sport available. He didn't have time to do any of that stuff. But as soon as he hit high school, and that attraction was just immediate. He started then missing school and then running and getting in trouble. Whereas with CJ, he was kind of, I moved to Mitchell, moved all my kids there. They gradually came back here. They didn't like it there. So he was around it all the time. And to me, it seems like he kind of just, he still got in his fights and ran around, but, he wasn't kept from it like I did with my older son. And I feel like he kind of, kept himself out of trouble, although, ultimately he died from suicide. And then also my daughter, I probably never know the real true story there, but supposedly she was accidentally shot by another guy there with a gun.
I feel like teenagers, when they want to get into trouble, they find a way to do it.
Right.
Even if you have strict parents. I know firsthand, I had the strict parents of my friend group, and we still found ways to get into trouble. But do you think gangs offer anything positive? Because to me, when I look at it, it just seems like when you sign up for that lifestyle, you're pretty much signing up for incarceration or death, or you might be rich at certain points when you make a play, but for the most part, you're gonna keep losing that and have setbacks. Did you think it brought anything positive to your son's life?
No, and he had a good home life. He had me. He didn't actually have his biological father in his life much, but once I got married, he had a stepdad, and he did not have a family home life.
I know, like if you ask like hardcore Republicans, they'll say like the reason gangs happen is the absence of fathers in the household. What do you think about that?
Well, I was lucky enough to have a dad. Like I said, my older kids, their dad was never really around. I know it makes a difference, obviously, but it seems just to be so common now that I don't think most of us that have grown up on the north side really give it much of a thought. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else.
It just become kind of normal and ingrained. Yeah. There's a lot of young men, some of them with shiesties on. What kind of advice would you give to them as they're pursuing some of their options in life?
Well, and I've gotten to have a lot of good relationships with a lot of my kids as their friends since they passed away. I see things a lot differently now. I mean, I would give anything to have my kids back, and obviously I would never wish this on anybody, but I do think it's humbled me in a way that I can relate to them more. I understand them more. I think a lot of them feel comfortable talking to me, and I think they, feel better talking with me just because they feel closer to CJ, because my son, I have a lot of friends, and I would just, tell them to set an example for my kids that are here, and let them see what they can do it themselves, because that would make them very proud.
Is there high poverty rates in Rapid City?
Yes, definitely.
High. Okay. Because I think that's one of the magic questions. How do you bring economic opportunities back to an area like this? We've had so many jobs in this country go overseas and never come back. So to me, that's the thing, is how do you reverse the wheel that is spinning?
I think Kenny is a good one for this question. He owns this business and he's hired several people. And he might have some input on that just because he's given people multiple chances and still does.
I was, I guess, one of the lucky ones out of the whole group of guys I was with. I mean, I was considered one of the original TBC guys, and And
that's one of the most notorious gangs in the north side?
Yeah.
TBZ is slang for the boys, and this is the name of one of the most feared native gangs in the country. And with roots that run deep in South Dakota and Minnesota, TBZ has both power in the streets and the penitentiary. Captain Tony Harrison, chief investigator for Pennington County Sheriff's Office in Rapid City, says that he has seen photos of toddlers dressed in gang attire and that it's not uncommon to see boys as young as 8 and 10 throwing up gang signs. Eric and Kenny were among the founding members of TBZ decades ago, but against all odds, both are now leading lives that give back, and they use their lessons of their dark past to try and create a hopeful future for the youth.
So you got, yeah. So you got my brother, and there were several of us. It started out with like over a dozen of us. Out of all of, I mean, almost every one of them went to prison but me.
How did you avoid prison?
Well, I think, you know, one of the things that stuck in my head around that time was my mom. My mom started going to meetings. She started going to AA meetings. And at that time, I used to look at her like, oh man, she must be really messed up. She's got to go to meetings. She's got to do extra things to stay sober. And my whole thing was backwards. That was when I was in my drinking time too. And for me, it was like, that was one of the things I came back to when I did sober up. And it was getting in a relationship at that time that helped me kind of come out of that rut. And then kids, that was the other thing. And that kind of opened my eyes up to my drinking and my drugging. And one thing led to another. And next thing you know, I've been doing this for over 30 years. And that's what keeps me motivated, is my work. And throughout all that whole time, I've stumbled a few times. I went back out there and tried it again. That lasted a short time, but I knew what was better at that time. I guess that's the core of it for me, is getting some kind of a structure in your life to go to, your positive. And for me, it's meetings, my business, my relationships. You know, today it's better, but it took me a long time to get to this point.
It's amazing how many times it can take doing the same. Folks, I'm Tommy G. Today, we're exploring the most dangerous part of Iowa.
Okay. Yeah. Big dogs got it on his side. I got cotton mouth. Just might pull up on an op. Look who's hopping out.
This is what we really gotta watch every car.
God damn it. Isn't that stressful, dude?
Everything get down dirty. We robbing, stealing, shooting.
Why?
It's two of us and two of them. We tryna swap them out. After we
Who went live? Who went live?
Did you go live?
Yeah,
he went live. When most people picture Iowa, they think cornfields, tractors, farmers, overalls. But today, we go to the most dangerous part of Iowa, Des Moines, where 40% of the murders in the state occur. It's a city with heavy gang influence, with groups like Heavy Hitters, OTB, and C-Block causing much of the violence in the city. In 2019, 15 members of C-Block were hit by the feds on a RICO charge and sent to prison. Today, we go to the most dangerous neighborhoods of Des Moines, and we tap in with rapper Yan Bozo. Here's what he sounds like.
Fuck them niggas stretch. They want smoke, let's get it. Niggas ain't really stabbing. That's why I be hard to catch. I be loafing hardly ever. I be rocking out with that metal.
Let's hit the block.
Alright guys, I've been cooking up designs for these shirts. I didn't just want to make YouTube merch that's boring and bland. I wanted stuff that's an art piece made by a designer. We got our big dogs gotta eat. We got them in black. We got them in white. And it's a great way to rock the channel. We're showing you the shit that mainstream media is not gonna show you. Get yours, TommyGMcGee.com. Alright, so we're touching down in Iowa. Most of the time when you think Iowa, you think tractors, you think corn, you think farming, but we're heading to the trenches. In fact, the trenchiest place, the most dangerous spot in Iowa. Like 40% of the murders in Iowa happen in this city. So I feel like we have a pretty good radar for trenches. I'm getting, if like at the gas station we saw some like definite like junkie activity. There's a guy with a teardrop tattoo. I mean, that's a pretty good sign you're not in the suburbs anymore. Oh, here, look. Okay.
Yo.
Let's see, we pulled up, it's like a park.
Yeah, it's a park.
I'm coming through right now behind you guys, I think. Good to meet you. I'm Tommy. How you doing, brother? So first question, where are the tractors? I thought we were coming to Iowa.
No, we're in the city, bro.
That right there, that's that
So where are we right now?
Cheatham Park. It's Cheatham, but we finna take y'all around though. It's different locations, got history on.
Yeah, what is this spot known for? What does it mean to you?
To me, it means family, bro. Everybody think of gang banging, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we different, you know what I mean?
I feel like people used to just duke it out, you shake hands afterwards, that's it. But I feel like these younger generations, like the smallest thing happens and they're ready to pop somebody. Why do you think that is?
Music.
Yeah?
It is.
Yeah, the music. Music influences us.
I
don't know, but we gotta be on point.
Is there someone you watch? Is there
It's always haters, man.
What's the politics like in this town?
It's like crab in the barrel. Nobody wanna see the next motherfucker go up. So they do whatever they can to bring them down. That's why we couldn't really post on social media, Tommy G coming, you know what I'm saying?
So to me, that's kind of sad. Like, I feel like there's times where people can come together. Like, what do you think it is about why is it?
They would have came through and shot this bitch up if we would have put that, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't put it. Y'all good, bro. Yeah, we got security. Like, everybody you see coming, they secure. They gonna secure the block.
If you don't mind me asking you this, I know teardrop tattoos, they have significance. What does it mean to you?
These from my dead homies. They're unfilled.
So if someone has empty teardrops, it usually represents someone they've lost.
Well, where we from, yeah, we got a lot of those. Like, I sent you documents about them.
Yeah, I mean, you can say what you want to set the scene, but you sent me a lot of text before we came here with a lot of information. Is there any of that you want to break down for the people?
That was some hating ass bro. You feel me? My little homies that died, that was some hating ass Bro was finna blow. Like, he was the ticket out for our hood, you know what I'm saying?
Some people think Iowa and they do not think trenches. They think farmers, they think corn, overalls.
It ain't none of that farm. I mean, it's good corn and shit, feel me? You go far and shit, feel me? But where we at, this is the city.
Have you ever thought about retiring from the city and street life and being a farmer?
Nah.
Why not? Can you do me a favor and give a shout out to all the honkies out there?
Shout out to the honkies.
So what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned making things happen in the streets?
Prison.
Yeah.
Valuable lesson.
How long did you go for?
7 years.
Holy shit. What was that experience like?
Misery. It gave me the discipline, you know what I'm saying?
So fellas, I just learned I'm having a baby boy, okay? I'm scared, but I'm excited. What advice do you got for me?
How old are you?
29.
Damn, you waited that long. Get the advice from him. I'm 19, so his advice is
the best advice I tell you is don't let your being like control your life. You Tommy G, bro, you feel me? Keep thugging, you feel me?
Who in the group has the most baby mamas?
Bozo. No, it ain't me.
Please tell me it's under 3.
You got about 4.
I got 4.
Is that stressful, dude? Yeah. I have 1 on the way and I'm like, dude, this is gonna be a lot.
It ain't if you just do it right, you know what I'm saying? I got out from prison and was just slinging this motherfucker. So that's what happened. Like,
what does LLGIO stand for?
Gio.
What happened to him?
He had died at a school shooting.
You say he passed.
So that was the guy that was on his way to blowing up and he got taken out.
He was only 16.
Yeah.
This shit hot.
So how do you, I feel like the younger kids are going crazy. Like, how do you put them on a better path?
We would have been the same way though, gang. Like, if we didn't get locked up, bro, and taste that prison, we'd have been the same way. We'd have probably crashed out.
So you think prison could be a good thing for people?
Hell yeah. It's rehabilitation. This granny crib, this spot right here, legendary.
That's a little cut right there. That's where you run if the police come.
This is the circle. That's what we nicknamed it, the circle. It's a one-way in, one-way out.
Okay.
You feel me? There's cuts and shit that we run through. So like the police come try to shoot the block down, or shut the block down, I should say. We'll run through these cuts, like we show y'all the cuts. So usually to get in, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day when we was doing all that shit, you feel me? You get initiated, you get punched out, jumped on by like 10 to 15 people for like 90 seconds.
That seems like a long time.
This right here, this the cut right here. That's the jungle. It done turned to the jungle for real. Police used to have the motherfucking cameras up there and shit, cause niggas used to run right back here and throw their guns and shit.
So this block used to be the hot block of the area.
Yeah, this used to be the hot block.
But yeah, we gotta take y'all to 17. We gotta let y'all go see the crackheads, bro.
And then you're working on a TV show out here?
Boss Babes.
Tell me about that.
Nah, that Boss Baby just only like ratchet females from Des Moines and shit. They just
shake that ass.
We finna put them in an Airbnb for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks possibly, and then just let them do their thing. We probably got some motherfucking competitions for them. Take them boxing, take them to the studio, have them perform, do shit like that.
Hot dog eating contest, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
don't know how we coming, man.
He licensed though, so he don't.
You got your concealed carry. That's a good idea, dude. Why so many guys I feel like are missing that boat?
If they want to catch another charge, they can go ahead.
What'd your parents think when you were out in the streets?
Man, bro, and I grew up in the church, man. That was crazy. They was like, keep your ass inside. They used to pull up in the motherfucking park with the motherfucking whip. Get your ass in the car, boy. I used to be like, man, that is fucked up. And I'm out there all over again tomorrow, man. Every day.
So it was a struggle growing up between you and your parents?
Hell yeah, cause I was bad as hell. I was acting crazy. Fatherhood though too, a big reason for that too though.
Tell me about it.
Man, not being around this shit. I ain't gonna lie, I had my dad too though, but not really though. Like,
where was your dad in the picture?
My dad was a pimp, you know what I'm saying? Damn. My mom was a stripper and shit.
So what was that like?
I mean, it was cool. We always had little bread and shit like that. Then my dad got locked up and shit for motherfucking prostitution. He was pimping motherfuckers and shit. Bread got motherfucking sticky. You know how that shit go, bro.
So how old were you when he went away?
Shit, I was 8, bro. He did hella long. He got out when I was like 17.
That's a long time to not have your dad. You stabbed your dad?
Hell yeah.
Why was that?
I stabbed him really cause he kicked bro out and shit.
You guys brothers?
I've been homeless and shit. I was homeless and shit, bro. He been here since, you feel me, Jits. Bro, you feel me? It's like that. Chester's Chicken right here on 17th and University. Y'all already know what the going on. This our stuff for real. This Young Money stuff, you know what I'm saying? Everything. We got the chicken, they got the fries, we got the fish.
This is tilapia right here?
Hell yeah. So as soon as you come in this motherfucker, you holla at my man's right here. He don't really speak English and shit, but he gonna get you right with the chicken. You can grab your liquor, grab your wraps, your blacks, whatever you need for the night, and then go get some and it's official. You got everything right here. 17th University, Chester's Chicken.
So do you know that guy?
Yeah, that's little bro.
That's my man, and I mean that shit.
Man, that's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
If I lost my wife, I would not know what to do.
You'd be stuck, huh?
I would be sad. I would be just sad for a long time.
Don't you have a kid on the way, too?
Yes. That's crazy. So how old were you when you lost your man?
How old was I?
Yeah.
I'm 19. He just died in January.
Him and Gio got killed at school.
Yeah.
This was all the school shooting.
Yeah.
So how do you guys make peace with that? Because that kind of stuff is heavy to carry around in your heart.
It ain't no peace. It's hard to make peace.
The person that did it though, he went straight to jail. He was dumb. He did it stupid way.
Hey, I don't know if anyone has a verse. This would be a sick spot to do it.
Hey, 100 niggas on the cinch. 100 niggas trying to get it. Grind hard, something vicious. Get money, bitch. Lord knows I'm a sinner. I ain't prayed in a minute. Just in case I don't make it. Lord, I'm asking for forgetting. Long nights in the trenches. And all black trying to blend in. Glock cocks in the eye shot. Hoping every bullet hit him. Rap beef for the birds. I don't think niggas bought it. Me slipping, I doubt it. I don't never be without it. Bro, Coop getting hot box. Getting high with the op dots. Wine E, we on fire. The whole city wanna stop drop. Rolling up, steady pouring up. Champagne by the cases. Real niggas in bad bitches. On the block every day. Sucker, they ain't on shit. We be coolin' in the area. Pick one, I'ma hit one. Clay Thompson, I don't miss none. Hit the lot, cop a new whip. Slide down on the new bitch. They say Bozo acting brand new. You fuck right, I'm on some new shit.
Hey.
Woo! So apparently crack has hit this town hard. Fentanyl has hit this town hard. They're taking us to the place where a lot of the junkies and where it's drug infested and heavy. So they said they got like 3-4 sites in the hood. They're gonna take us. So we're pulling up to the next block. This is a happening area. Every city in America has trenches, it feels like. I don't know if we've been to one city that doesn't.
This right here, 17th and 17th University, man. Free tripping. I ain't gonna lie, this is where we really gotta watch every car.
God damn. Isn't that stressful, dude?
This is where all the crackheads are.
But like, we were watching out for people who might do a drive-by and shit too.
Yeah, we gotta watch out. We're protecting y'all though.
To me, that's crazy to even think about.
It might. We just overthink because you gotta be like that. Yeah, they said don't come over here. They don't want us over here.
Sir, what can you tell us about
Boy, why you acting like that? He just trying to talk to you. You don't gotta be so rude.
I'm from New York.
You
is not.
His ass happy. He just trying to get high.
Hey, that's
a little porta potty right there. Oh my.
Should we look in the porta potty?
God. You don't want to. You don't want to. Trust me.
Don't dog everything out. Where'd that come from?
Damn. Nice. Wow.
I'm not catching what's going on right now.
She's off that shit.
Grandma's arm, bro.
What can you tell us about this place?
I grew up in this place.
Yeah.
I learned how to swim in this place.
Yeah.
I kicked it in this place.
Yeah.
I helped them in this place.
So do you guys want to stay in Iowa, or is there anything like, oh, I gotta go to Atlanta, or I gotta go
They
to...
gotta go to the They're good. They're talented. They're all musicians, and they're good at what they do. They're the best. I know their talent. I know they're good, but they gotta get out of here. They gotta come out of Iowa. They can't be famous. You can't be famous here. There's a couple people. T-Boss came out of here. A couple people out of Waterloo. Slipknot came out of here.
Do you guys like Slipknot?
No.
Have you ever seen? It's the craziest metal band.
They came out of Wesley.
They the best rock band out here.
They came out of Wesley.
They wear crazy masks and they're like heavy metal. What do you think about? They look like this.
Oh, that's that get off the drugs music. That's it. That's that snort a line of coke music.
Where are we right now, fellas? This is the E-Way?
Yeah.
What is the E-Way known for?
Man, we known for shit, man. Making money, nigga, street shit. Everything get down dirty. We robbing, stealing, shooting.
Why?
Tell them how we linked in.
So in this city, Eastside and Westside is cool with each other.
That's that's because of us.
Yeah,
but it used to not be that way.
Nah, we not cool with a lot of other Westside niggas, you feel me? Niggas, I'm just
we
keeping
beef
it real.
with Westside niggas too. We beef with Westside niggas too.
But y'all don't know right now, y'all in the most dangerous hood in Des Moines right now.
What do you guys think about BLM?
Man, that shit.
Why?
I don't know Black Lives Matter. It don't mean nothing to us.
You feel me? You change the motherfucking situation. That's the only way motherfuckers is like, yeah.
Do you feel like BLM helped the city at all?
Hell no.
Because they got millions of dollars, dude. They got millions of dollars.
We heard a Caucasian run that shit.
It was black ladies, but they pretty much just bought mansions for themselves and pieced out.
See? Damn. White man run that shit.
So what is it like raising a child in this area?
I got 5 on joints.
So now he got more kids than me.
I don't put my kids in no gangbanging situations. I don't want them to gangbang, you know what I mean? I want them to have a better life, you know what I mean?
What do you want your kids to be doing when they grow up?
Yeah, I want them to be whatever they want to be.
Have you ever had a friendly interaction with a police officer?
What happened back in the day, I'm gonna keep it real, the police used to harass us so much. The nigga was on some, hey, arm wrestle me, nigga, and we'll stop coming around for like 2 weeks. So I'm like, F it, what we got to lose? You gonna keep coming anyway. So I'm like, F it, I arm wrestled him, I beat his ass. And he bigger than me, you feel me? So yeah, 2 weeks of freedom, but after that 2 weeks, they came raided us.
This acapella that okay.
Y'all ain't throw me no rope when I fell way too deep in. Kinda cold this world, no joke, keep a pole, gotta watch your friend. They'll shoot you in the back if you lack, then laugh back to remember when. All them days, them guys had a place we would drink lean, walking on space. Gang, no moonwalk, but I stepped back, cuz in the pen, and he writing on the pen pad. Said he got like 5-6 notebooks, couldn't figure out a flow, got a no hook. Said he seen the ops, niggas was so shook, pokers, they walk, get a nigga so took. Dad always me about the old books.
Oh, you're good. Very good.
Who went live? Who went live?
Did you go live?
Yeah.
He went live. One of these dudes went live, and there's some beef going on. I'm not about to get paralyzed over some nonsense. He's still alive right now. Oh, God.
What happened next was really scary. The combination of seeing extreme violence on someone's cell phone video and someone going live on Instagram to diss ops made me get out immediately. Knowing how quick drive-bys can happen when people go live, I thought the best option was to get me and my team out of there.
Guys, there's times in your life when you have to trust your gut and you have to make the tough decision. Like, when your body's telling you to do something, do it. You can call Tommy G a bitch. Maybe I am a big bitch, but I just saw a picture of a f***ing people were going live talking about ops and shit. I'm a peacemaker, and I'm not trying to get caught in the crossfire of some bullshit. I'm having a baby boy with my beautiful wife, and I'm not missing that for some f***ing shenanigans, I can tell you that. All right, folks, it's treacherous times we're living in, eh?
Yeah, man.
Anything you want to leave with the people with?
It's hoods everywhere for real, bro. You feel me? Like, it get real everywhere, basically, bro. So don't underestimate small cities, you feel me? We got the talent. We got what all the other cities got. We just smaller. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's very talented. Blow up his music. Comment Big Dog's Gotta Eat on his page. My message I'm leaving people with is go the extra mile to love people and show people love and be kind, because this world has too much crazy shit going on for us not to feel that way, I feel like.
Yeah. That.
So hey, stay safe, brother. I appreciate you showing your area for us, and keep doing things because you're a very talented guy.
Appreciate that, bro.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.